Uniquely Mia here with Queen Mother, also known as Uniquely Mom. She is cooking today, so she just put some red beans in here.
Yeah, we're gonna make some red beans. These two red beans. So the first thing we want to do is basically wash it out, rinse it out.
Love to know, how's everyone day going? If you're watching the recording or if you just joined the stream, what do you guys plan on eating today?
Or if you can't do it like this, what you could do is you could just pour it into something like this. Right? Pour all the peas into something like this. And you can just rinse it out like this. If you want to pull out all the broken peas, you could do that.
Hello, King of the Weather. How are you doing this morning? Today, Uniquely Mom is cooking. Hello, Happy King. Have a blessed Sunday as well.
Fill it up with water.
My mom is making red beans with rice, and she said barbecue chicken today. So would love to know, what are you guys planning on eating, cooking on Sunday today? As always, this is your best video step-by-step guide. So if you'd like to replicate this recipe at home, make sure to save the live stream. So he's about to come back soon. Glad you're doing good today, King of the Weather.
I'm just gonna put this on the stove.
Oh,
pressure up.
That's the same thing you cooked as well today, Happy King. Okay, nice. So you and my mom were craving red beans and rice today. Did you put meat in your rice, or did you not do that? Hey, and your soul.
What I'm gonna do is just do the red peas, like the red peas stew up. It's just gonna be stewed up by itself. With some jasmine rice on the side, some roasted potatoes.
Good morning, in your soul. How are you doing? Hello, King of the Weather. Glad you could be here. King of the Weather said you checked the mall at 7:50 a.m. Okay, so you ordered a Paris kit and it arrived. Nice. What's a Paris kit though? Hey, Cats and Pokemon. Good morning to you.
Once we bought this chicken.
How are you doing today?
Let me get some water.
This morning, glad you could tune in. My mom, she's making red beans with rice and barbecue chicken. So she just washed the red beans. She put it in a pressure cooker with some spices. So she took out the chicken. This chicken needs to be cut up and cleaned. And then she also put these potatoes here. I don't really know what she's going to be doing with the potatoes.
We're going to do some roasted potatoes.
Okay, Happy King said they didn't put any meat in the rice. You stew the chicken. Okay, nice. That sounds good. Yeah, so stew chicken, red beans, and rice. Very nice. Captain Pokemon said hey to everybody in the chat. Welcome if you just joined the live stream. Oh, you like the double stream views? Yeah, this is my mom's idea. She'd like you guys to see the top, and then I'm able to move the camera so you guys can see the chicken up close and things like that.
We got a close-up view. So this is the two chickens. We paid $13.77. We bought this from Walmart. So what I'm gonna do is basically cut out both chicken and clean it and season it up. But we're not using both chicken today. But I'm gonna cut it up because in the week it's just easier to prepare meals for them with the chicken.
And your soul said I'm watching Little House.
On the Perry?
Yeah, on the Perry.
Oh, nice.
My mom's seen it, but I've never seen it.
You would love it. I love Little House on the Perry.
Hey, Jack. I am not vegan, Jack. No, I'm not. I predominantly eat chicken. I would eat turkey, and I'll eat seafood, but I just do not eat beef. So I guess a halal diet. I feel like people who are halal, they also follow my diet sometimes. So that's what my taste is.
Water's boiling. Plain water with a little tip of salt for the potatoes. We're gonna do that after. But let's I want to cut this. Let me wash out a bowl. I want to cut that up and season it up. So let me wash a bowl for that.
Okay. Cat's Pokemon said. Happy King said, hey, Cat's Pokemon. Cat's Pokemon said, hey, King. Love to see the conversation in the chat. Love seeing you guys engage with each other. Would love to know, how's your Sunday morning / afternoon going today? And do you guys cook dinner on Sunday? Or just are you cooking today in general? Would love to know, what are you planning on cooking?
Okay, so what we're gonna do, you can come over here, because once you open up this chicken, No cold water. Make sure your water is not hot. Once you open up this chicken, you want it to be there's a pot in there. Yeah, it's gonna have liquid. So once you cut this open, it's gonna have liquid in there, and you don't want this liquid to go all over the place. So I just usually open it.
Yes, great. Let us get the king of the weather report for the day, and do remember to like the video and do consider subscribing and joining the Unique with Mia community. Shout out to all the returning supporters on the stream. Happy King in your soul, Cats and Pokemon, King of the Weather.
Inside.
Definitely
So
see
you
some
want to
familiar
pull it out.
names.
They normally have the neck and different things when they go on neck bone. They have this inside, so you want to pull that out. So what I'm gonna do is, let's take this back over here. I don't want the liquid to fall all over the place, so that's why I have it over here like this. I'll bring this one. We're dealing with one at a time. Let me see if I have a chopper that could cut this chicken. Leave it on the board. You're not we got one. Where's the chopper? I ain't chopped chicken in such a long time. I don't know what to do. That asked Stu where he put the Okay, here it is.
King of the Weather said there's a flash flood emergency. Okay. So for Chattanooga County, New York, stay safe if you are in that area of New York. Cats Pokemon said they had a sleepy morning, but you're up now and you're cleaning your room and getting laundry ready for wash. Okay, nice. I do have to clean my room, so I will be doing that soon as well.
What I usually do is cut the butt off.
It sounds like you had a pretty chill morning.
You don't want this piece, so we get rid of this piece here. Eliminate that piece there. This is garbage.
Stay safe if you are in that area of New York. Do not go outside if you don't have to. And wear rain boots. We don't want you flooding. Hello. Good morning, Faith. How are you doing? Oh, it's a good looking chicken. Yeah. So my mom, she's cutting it up right now. She just cut off the butt of the chicken. So
we cut it in half.
Yeah, she's cutting it in half.
It's easier to manage that way.
Would love to know, Faith, everyone. What do you guys plan on cooking today? Or buying out to eat?
Well, that's half over here. And the only way I leave the skin of the chicken on is if I'm frying chicken for y'all. But if I'm baking the chicken or stewing it or currying it, I try to remove as much of the skin as possible. You won't be able to get all of it off, but I usually remove it. Because in my mind, I believe it's a little healthier. So that's why fried chicken to me should be a treat. It shouldn't be something that you eat.
Somebody to remove your skin. That's why sometimes I
you want to eat a little healthier.
This is why I don't like seeing meat, raw meat, man. Because they could do that to a human.
Oh yes, yeah, they probably did years ago. They did it. So I just think like this is a little healthier. You try to remove as much of the skin as possible. If you're just stewing the chicken or baking it. If I was frying it, I would leave the skin on.
Cat Smoky Bun said, I ate like half a jerky stick this morning. And this is trying to eat breakfast, but I feel a little weird now. I shouldn't have pushed it. Oh, yeah. Like, if you don't feel hungry, don't eat. Because obviously, like, if you have something important, drink some coffee, maybe eat like a little snack because you don't want to pass out. But generally, like, if you're not hungry for breakfast, don't force yourself to eat because that leads to overeating. And then if you know yourself, if you normally don't eat breakfast, it's not good. But I'm glad you are. I do remember you saying like eating breakfast is a challenge for you, Cats Pokemon. So shout out to you for trying to eat it. But yeah, don't feel pressured if you don't feel hungry. King of the Weather said, unless if you're fleeing any area to flood. Okay. King of the Weather said, Mia, I did not check the mail yesterday. Okay. So hopefully you do that today. Cats Pokemon said, I don't know what I'll eat today. Maybe the stream will give me some inspo. Yeah, 100%. See, the stream can give you some inspiration on what to make. Would you say this is an easy meal to make, Mom? Or?
Yeah, it's pretty simple. The chicken, I'm going to leave the chicken like a good size. It's not going to be as small as I normally cut the chicken because I'm going to bake it, but I'm not going to leave it too big because, you know, some people don't like big pieces. So, like, this is a good, like, size of the chicken.
Yeah. What are we saying? Happy King said chicken is healthier without the skin. I always take the skin off. Like, yes, you're not the only one, Mom.
Yeah.
Hey, Kim. Good morning. Good morning. Glad you could be on the stream. Kim said they're drinking an iced coffee and avocado toast with egg whites and turkey sausage on top. Very nice. Sounds like a very nutritious and healthy breakfast. You're getting like the protein from the avocado as well as the eggs and the turkey, and then that carbohydrates from the toast, and then some energy from the iced coffee. Well balanced meal for breakfast. For breakfast, my mom she made turkey bacon. I had a scrambled egg, and then I had like one waffle. So that was pretty good. It was filling. I'm still full from that breakfast.
So basically, you basically put your fingers
Yeah.
and you rip the skin off as much as the skin as you can get off. And we're gonna clean it more. This is just pulling the skin off. You know that we normally clean it with the lemon or the lime, whichever one we have in the sink. And I'm gonna try to remove as much of the fat as I can. But right now, it's just basically about removing the skin and cutting it up into the size that we want. So this is like one whole chicken I'm gonna bake for you guys, and this should last. This should be like dinner. The chicken at least should be dinner for about 3 days. With Stu having lunch for tomorrow to take to work. So the only thing I may have to prepare is probably some greens or something.
Aw. Carolina said they just checked the mail a few hours ago. All right, very nice. Caught up on your job since you said you didn't do it yesterday. Kate said, are you cooking that in the air fryer, oven, or in the pan?
The oven.
So how many degrees? How long you cook it for in case they want to make it?
What I'm gonna do is after I finish cut it up, I'm gonna see I'm cutting off all this extra fat. We don't want to use any of this stuff. I'm gonna let it soak in the vinegar and some lime for about, I would say, 7 minutes, not too long. And then I'm gonna wash it and I'm gonna season it and let it sit for about 15-20 minutes. It's best if they can, like, I should have did this last night. If I did this last night, it's the longer you allow the chicken to sit in like the grind up seasoning like garlic and marinade, the more delicious it'll taste. And then I'm gonna cover it, put it in the oven at 350 for about 25 minutes. And then I'm gonna uncover it. You gotta wipe everything down because this chicken spills all over. I'm gonna uncover it and increase the temperature on the oven to about 370 and let it cook for another 20 minutes, then increase it to 375. This is how I cook my chicken for another 15 to 20 minutes, and then turn up the stove to 400 and just let it crisp up and it should be finished. So how long would that take?
You're the math person, not me.
Everyone in the house love their chicken in here well done, but it's not going to be dry. It's going to be juicy. It's not going to be dry, and it's going to be tasty. So I don't know how I always, because some people, I guess because I started low. I really started low, and I increase it slowly.
Yeah, Captain Pokemon said some people get grossed out about cartilage and gristle, but I don't have those associations with meat. It's very easy for me to separate human flesh and animal flesh.
Okay,
maybe that's why I like red meat.
So I need to get another. Okay.
Yeah, I just be saying that, but like, it's just like sometimes I look at stuff and like, I don't know why my brain goes there, but it's like when she was taking the skin off the chicken, it's like I get the idea on why people are vegan because it's like you can associate it with like humans and a whole bunch of other weird stuff. So yeah, but like I still eat it, but it's like when I see it sometimes I can understand why people are like they're gonna be vegan.
This chicken, it don't have anything on the inside.
Yeah.
Okay, so let me
Happy King said, "Mom is either the knife. Is very sharp, or you're truly a good cook. You're cutting that chicken like a pro."
One of the knives was sharp. The chopper was dull.
Yeah.
Let me get a bowl for that chicken.
Yeah, sounds like a good meal. Sam said that will take about an hour and some change. Not too bad. And thanks, Cam. It was super good. All right, nice. Yeah, as always, if you guys do decide to replicate one of Queen Mother's recipe, feel free to come back and let us know how it tastes. And then what you're hearing in the background is a pressure cooker, I believe. So since my mom used the beans that was in the plastic, it was already really hard. So she said she puts it in there to like get it soft, right? Yeah. So if they use the canned kidney beans, do they have to put it in there?
No, if you use the canned peas makes the process go quicker. So that's good. Are they? Okay. Let me work this way. I don't know about that. If they use the canned peas, you just basically put it in with the rice.
So what she's going to do with this
And,
chicken is the same thing she did with this one.
Yeah.
She's going to cut it up the same way and put it in a separate bowl.
Yeah, this knife is pretty sharp, but the chopper, the nice big boy, it looks nice and powerful, right? It's dull. It has to be sharp. So, but this one is good. Put this in the
Faith said that this chicken is about to get baked harder than their last job interview.
It will actually. It will not be hard. It will not. It will not be hard. That's the thing. Everybody loves my baked chicken. I don't know why. It comes out nice and soft, like falling off the bone. But I don't know. So this one, I'm gonna cut it up much smaller because this one I'm gonna use to.
I should have given a warning. I should have given you guys a warning.
Disclaimer.
Yeah, disclaimer if you guys are sensitive to seeing meat like this.
Here. So the first part is you see this little butt here.
Mm-hmm.
Want to remove that butt?
That's what a Norbit is.
We not Norbit, right? We don't like the butt part, right? Not Norbit. So again, I'm gonna remove the skin because I'm not making fried chicken. I'm gonna in the week I probably make some brown stew chicken for them. Maybe I'll cook like a cabbage and chicken. So we don't need this skin. So I'm gonna try to remove the skin again. Just use your hands and take your time and pull it up. It's not difficult. When I was a little girl, my mother wanted me to clean chicken. I used to hate it. I used to scared. I used to be like this. I used to be like this. And she didn't understand. I used to get yelled at for not like holding it properly and clean it. Because it do gross some people out. Just touching it, just seeing it. The sight is on. But after you do it and you realize nothing happens to you, because I think the fear come upon you because you think like if you touch it, perhaps something is going to happen to you. You realize you just take like soap and wash your hands and your hands is clean. So you get accustomed to it. But it is pretty gross for young kids. Yeah, I got to pull it up because some of it is on still. See, like this is still sticking. Once it's loose, then it'll be easier to cut it off.
Sending the smiley faces right back to you, King of the Weather. So Sunday morning or Sunday afternoon, actually. I know Cats Pokemon said they're mostly at home today, cleaning up. Would love to know, does anyone have any plans for the day? Do you guys plan on going outside? It's an inside day for us today. It's rainy in New York City.
So you notice this is cut. I didn't cut the leg in that, but I'm cutting the leg in half because this is going to be, and this is fat, and you don't want this, so I'll remove that. As I cut these little fat pieces, I'm going to just remove that, cut this piece in half. One little bite size to screw up. This is the chicken back. The breast. Got it into small, like little size. That's pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
The wing is the only lucky part. It probably says, you can't get the skin off of me.
Wing is the best part, though. And they only give one.
Two. One chicken have two wings. Wow. One chicken have two wings. So cut it up into portion size to stew it up. We have another half in here to grab.
This used to be Stu's job.
Yeah, Stu used to be. He thought Stu always used to purchase the chicken and he would cut it up. And then one day, I think he had to work or something, and I had to prepare dinner for him. So I took out the entire chicken and I cut it up myself. And he looked at me. He said, "All these years you could cut chicken." Ever since he realized I could cut chicken up fine,
We don't have no blue jobs in this house, do they?
he never
Guys,
cut
you know
chicken
who a blue
again.
and pink jobs are, right? You know what that is, right, Mom? Like pink jobs are like female jobs, and then blue jobs are guy jobs. What blue job does Stu have? I mean, taking out the garbage?
You mean what pink job he has?
No, what blue job? Because she makes me do the most disgusting things cleaning up, and I really don't like it.
Still have a lot of pink jobs, cause like
I don't care about the pink jobs. The pink jobs are easy.
Oh, he have a lot of blue jobs because
he does
the lights. He changed the light bulb.
Really? I can change the light bulb.
He takes care of all of the garbage. We never have to take care of the garbage. When it snows in the wintertime, who's cleaning the snow? He's out there cleaning the snow while we're sitting down relaxing. He does a lot of blue jobs. If a plumber or something is not right, he takes care of it.
That rarely happens. So what are his consistent blue jobs besides blue jobs? Because I know you want to do that.
What do you mean? He has a lot. Yeah, he has a lot. Not consistent. Anything consistent thing. But and he cooks sometimes. Don't be like that. Stu cooks sometimes. He has prepared meals for us. But you went out with him. You went out. You was on the road with him yesterday, so you see the hours. When we came in yesterday, me and I was knocked out. We went straight into bed and fell asleep, and we were not even driving. And Stu stayed up the entire time. He fell asleep till late last night. So it shows you how burned out he was. So after riding with him to work, I have a great respect for him, and I will try my best to do the pink jobs even more for him because he's out
pink and blue jobs.
Well, yeah, that's fine. I'm happy with it. It's if you're not happy with doing something, then it's a problem. Nobody's forcing me to do anything. I enjoy. It's like they say you have your happy language. I enjoy cooking. I enjoy after going out with him. I always did it. I always make sure wash his clothes, clean, make sure the bed is good. I always did that. But after riding with him and seeing how drainful and how stressful that is, I want to create a piece for him. People that you love, you want to create peace for them. It's not an obligation. If you look at stuff as an obligation to do it, or I'm only going to do it if you do the blue job, then what sort of person are you? You could be that way, but I'm not. I feel happy as long as I have strength and I'm able to do it. I'm happy to do these things, and because it makes people's life easier, makes his life easier, makes your life easier. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get some Clorox.
There are no pink and blue jobs in our house, guys. More of the story. Hey, King of the Weather.
There's unisex work, but there's unisex. I'm gonna throw a little Clorox here. There's unisex work. And love is in this house. So love is in this house. So we all we just do. If I can do, he does. If he can't do, that's how it is.
Maybe that's Sophie. How are you gonna get that not Sophie?
I'll get it. You'll see.
And it smells like Clorox now. That's not good.
Clorox to kill the germs.
It's gonna make us all pass out.
No, that was just a little Clorox. A little Clorox is not gonna do anything.
King of the Weather said they're going to the mall later on. Okay, nice. What do you plan on looking for, King of the Weather?
Okay, so now I'm gonna wash my hands out with some soap because
Okay, you're gonna go get your soccer cleats. Okay, nice. I know you said you've been looking for that for a while, so hopefully you find what you're looking for today.
He didn't go. I told him where he gotta go. He gotta go to.
Yeah, I told him where he gotta go to. So now my mom's gonna put some vinegar in here, in addition to perhaps some lime in the chicken. We clean our chicken with vinegar and lime. Some people may say this is unnecessary, but we always do a lot of unnecessary things in our life. So we're going to do the unnecessary thing and clean our chicken.
And vinegar is affordable. You could get a big bottle of vinegar from Beaches like this for about $3. So vinegar.
Faith said, or Faith asked, King of the Weather, are you watching the Club World Cup currently in the United States? Oops. Okay, sometimes they're watching it fake, King of the Leather said. Not all the time.
It smells so good. Oh, that smells so good. This is how we like. We just like everything to smell good. So, oh man, where's the? Okay, this is.
The lime is hard. She needs to squeeze there for it.
Yeah, that's right.
Yes, squeeze it.
No, it's easier with the It's easier with the thing.
What does
Yeah.
vinegar do to chicken? It just cleans it a little bit. Vinegar is like soap for the chicken.
In the island, the term would be like the meat are basically rank. So what the vinegar and the lime does, it makes it less rank. Make it smell better. If you like the scent, because when you're cooking, it's not just about seeing the food, the food looking attractive and good. It's about the food should be smelling good as well too, and it should be smelling great at every stage, even at the beginning. So that's what the lemon or lime and vinegar does. It changes the smell of the meat to something that's pleasing to the nose. So you want to twist it, and you want to squeeze it. It smells so good. It smells really, really good. What I'm gonna do is my rest goes in there. Have one more here.
Hot man. I can't smell
So we're gonna let this sit for about 7 minutes. And we're gonna rinse these out. Me, I have a job for you. Good thing you rest that down perfect without me even asking. I was gonna do it, but you rested down. What I need you to do, you're gonna cut the potatoes in half for me. So this is the potatoes. They can't even see in the camera. Oh, you can see, right? My hand? I don't know. Can you see the camera? Okay, so what we're gonna do is cut the potatoes, and I'm gonna rinse it out, and then I'll give it to Mia to cut up. Mia's gonna cut it in half. So you're basically gonna take it, and you're just gonna cut it like this, cut the skin off in half, and then just throw it back in. While I wash up the dishes.
Guys, we're gonna cut it in half. Does anyone have a favorite way to eat the chicken or eat the potato? Would love to know. What are you guys saying? What are you going to do with the potatoes? What are you going to do with the potatoes?
I'm gonna boil it for about 7 minutes, And then I'm gonna season that with some dry season and some thyme and rosemary. And then I'm gonna put it in the oven, roast it in the oven. So what you're gonna do now is you could put it in here and then just put it in the pot.
Why am I gotta put it in here to pour it in the pot?
The boiling water. Yeah.
Why would I do that?
Because you're recording, so we want to look sophisticated. You want to look fancy. You want to do it very fancy, Mia. That's why.
So guys, we have to put the potatoes in a plate just to pour it in the pot to make excess dishes. To look fancy, she said.
You want to pour it into the boiling water. I'll do it. So this is going into the boiling water. So basically, she took a red skin potato that we bought yesterday. I think how much was this? $3 or $4. And we're gonna dump this into a little salt water and let it boil at a temperature.
Stay tuned to know the potato's gonna be mashed, fried or baked.
It's gonna be baked. It's not gonna be mashed.
She's going to be baking it baked. And welcome to the live stream. If you just joined, Uniquely Mia here. Predominantly, Uniquely Mia leads the live streams. But today my mom wants to show you guys what she's cooking. So feel free to ask her any questions you got related to cooking or what she's making, right? Or how she's making the meals. She's making red beans and rice with some baked chicken. Would love to know what you guys cooking on the Sunday afternoon. On this channel, we got fashion videos, You and Me technology videos, travel videos, grad school videos, and a lot more.
I gotta pour that back in there. We bought some jasmine rice that I wanted to make. Because Stu bought this hold it up there. Okay. He bought this this is the Carolina rice, and to me it's very dirty. So I don't want to use. I don't know how it
That's not good. Dirty rice, you don't throw it away.
No, because that's how it is. You just have to pick it. So what I'm gonna use, we bought this jasmine rice. So I'm gonna make some jasmine rice.
Welcome back, Cats and Pokemon. What'd you do off stream? Oh, it's still morning time for you, King of the Weather. Okay, nice. So you said you're waiting to go to the mall.
And I don't normally measure unless it's like a party. I normally eyeball it. I don't know.
Yes, Cats and Pokemon. The chicken is clean, and Cats and Pokemon, that's how their mom's chicken be looking.
This is nice, clean rice, jasmine. It's a little bit more expensive, but it's nice and clean. So what I'm gonna do, so you don't see any black stuff in it. It's very clean. So tomorrow for lunch, I'm doing the rice because tomorrow for lunch I'm gonna give Stu some rice with some red beans and some baked chicken. So today he'll have potatoes. So for us, this little bag will give us about 2 cooks. So what I'm going to do now is wash the rice. You guys saw us wash rice before, so nothing fancy. So wash this, put a piece of butter in it. I'm not going to put any seasoning or anything. And I'm going to cover it, put it on low, and let it take its time and basically cook. And then when I'm finished, we'll wash the chicken out. You were supposed to be split screen the next step watching. You wash the rice.
They already saw you wash rice.
You're being a bad videographer for your own channel. So you basically wash the rice until come closer with your things and give them on things. Step by step.
Everything that comes into the head.
Even though I said that jasmine rice is very clean, you still have to rinse it. You want to rinse it until the water becomes a little clear. If you notice now, you see the water is very, very cloudy. So you want to just rinse it until it looks not as cloudy. So any type of rice that I purchase, this is how I would do it. I know they sell like the box rice. I never used it. 10 minutes rice. So I can't really speak about that. This is rice in the bag that you're basically cooking.
No, we've never had jollof rice before.
No, we never
Pokemon
have. But we want to try it.
Yeah.
Have to try it.
My roommate wanted to give me an update on some local news, new licenses going on in October. Okay, very nice. It's good that you guys stay up to date about that because I did not do that.
Yeah, and washing the rice is basically putting water in it and basically loosening it up like this, or just grabbing it with your hands. So it's like you're trying to get like the water in between every grain of rice. I think I'm going to give it one more wash because it's not going to get clearer than this. And then I'm just going to put it on the fire. And I'm going to it's always best to put less water and just let it steam. But what I usually do is I just put enough water to cover it. Just to cover it. And if the water basically dissolves and you find the rice is still kind of like hard, you just like seal the pot with a piece of aluminum foil, put the fire on low, and let it steam. It'll get soft. So just put enough water to basically cover, because I didn't measure like 1 cup or 2 cups. So just put enough to cover the rice like this.
Yeah.
And that's it. Okay, go back over there. And that's it. And put it on.
This is what the potatoes looking like.
One day.
Alright, guys. So now my mom said next she's going to be washing out the chicken.
So I'm going to put a piece of butter. I'm going to put about this much butter in the rice. It just makes it nice and loose. So this is just going to go into the rice. All right, like that. And then I'm going to just get a piece of aluminum foil because I know I put less water. Like I said, I'm going to cook this rice on low. I'm not in a hurry. It's not a lot of water. I'm going to put a piece of aluminum foil before I put the cover. It's basically sealing it. And I'm going to turn the stove down on low. And that's it.
I'm not sure if you heard her, but essentially what she did, she put some butter in the rice. That's all she put in the rice. After she washed it, she covered it with aluminum foil. She's going to put a cover on top of that aluminum foil, and then she's just going to let it boil until it is nice and soft. Cat Pokemon said, I've had jollof rice before, but one of my Nigerian friends said the place I went to wasn't authentic. Really? Wow.
Yeah,
that's the thing. You go to different places, you got to make sure it's authentic. Sometimes they're like, hey, it could be one version of it, but then you'll meet another person.
So let's wash it.
Makes it a little better. Good morning. Good morning, Joseph. How are you doing this morning? Glad you could be on the stream. Right now, my mom is cooking, so she's making baked chicken with red beans and rice, as well as some baked potatoes. She said, if you want to replicate this recipe, all you have to do is remember, save this live stream, and this is going to be literally your recipe guide on how to make this meal.
Always make sure your water's in cold. So what I'm going to do, I have a strainer here. I'm just going to pour all the chicken.
Oh, you put butter in jollof rice too? Okay.
I think they use a lot of tomatoes and stuff, which is pretty good. This is a strainer. I'm just going to hook it to the sink. Make sure the water is cold.
What's the butter for?
It just makes the rice a little looser. I'm going to wash this out. I'm not going to let soap go in the chicken. I'm just soap in the bowl and pouring it out on the side because I want to reuse this. Okay. So now what I'm going to do is, like I said, make sure that the water is cold, because if the water is hot, what's going to happen is your chicken is basically going to begin to cook. Then I take the lime or the lemon and basically rub it. And like I said, this step here is just, we call it taking out the rankness, removing the rankness from the chicken. But I think it's just basically to make it smell good, because at every cooking,
that's removing the rank stuff.
Yeah. Cooking begins at every stage. It begins from when you're in the supermarket choosing which meat you're gonna go with, which package of meat, because if it looks bad, you're not gonna take it. And as I wash the chicken, you notice I'm pulling off like these pieces of fat from it. That's what I'm doing. So, right. And this could be a pretty quick process. It's not something that takes a long time because it was soaking in the vinegar and the lemon juice. So basically, and then when you get to like this part of the chicken, they usually the back, you want to use your finger and dig all of that out because like when I prepare food, I like to see people suck on the bones. Suck on the bones. And the only thing, if anything is in between here, let it be some good seasoning that I grind up, not the bloody thing. So dig that out. That's a part of cleaning it. So. And this is why it's nice if you have an opportunity to cook for yourself. If you are a person that really that likes clean food, you have to really do this for yourself because like I don't know like those that if you go to a restaurant and they charge you about $200 per plate of food, do they take the extra time to do this? If I know I'm going to a restaurant and they're actually doing that, perhaps I would pay that. But the average person, you go to a restaurant, you pay $10 for a box of food. Do you think they have time to do this? They don't have time to do this because lime and lemon is very expensive. And having somebody stand and clean it, you have to like really mentally believe in this. I would do it. If I was to have a restaurant and I'm preparing food, I would definitely clean it because this is the only way I know how to cook. If I choose to skip over a step like this, I think mentally I would not feel right. This is the neck. You see this the neck? So somebody's gonna get a piece of the neck. So cold water, like I said, you don't want to use hot water.
They want to know that you learned how to cook from your mom.
Yeah, I learned how to cook from her. I learned the basic how to cook from her, and then my mom cooking when I was growing up, I really didn't like it, and because she used to use a lot of scallions and onions and garlic, and when I say a lot, I mean a lot. For example, if I was eating okra, every bite was a piece of scallion, so I really didn't like that as a kid. And growing up in South America, it was like when your mom prepare your food, you couldn't make faces. It didn't matter if you took 3 hours or 5 hours, she would leave you sitting there to eat it. So I took it as I was forced to eat it. So I really did not like the only thing I love from my mom is curry crab. I love that. I really did love that. But everything else, I basically tweeted her recipe. I kept the basic as far as like washing the meat and stuff. But as far as like
tweet, not tweet it.
Yeah, tweet. So everything else, I removed the stuff like the things that she used to force me to eat. I use less of it, or I don't use it at all. And that's how life is because I think like what I try to do. That's why like I don't eat pork. She don't eat beef. I don't force her to eat those things. I don't eat it. Stu don't eat those things. He don't force me to eat those things. So what I eat, yeah, he eats it, but he do not force us to eat it. He don't say, "Oh well, why don't you eat this?" You know, like I have family members. They know that we don't eat certain things, and we would visit them, and they'd be like, "Oh, you know, I made a pot of cook up, and the cook up have beef and pork and all this stuff in it. But you know what I could do? I could remove the beef or the pork." So I said, "If you remove the beef or the pork and give me a plate, the beef and the pork is still in there." So they really don't respect our choices, and we don't eat it because like we're allergic or something. It's just a choice we choose to make. But yeah. You see, so you dig this out. You want to remove all this. You don't want to cook all that.
Captain Blackmouth wants to know, do you know why your mom used so much scallions in seasoning? Was it just her personal taste, or did she not know how to cook?
In years ago, well, they still sell it that way. It was cheap. It was very, very affordable to get a lot of scallions and stuff very cheap. And I think those things go bad really quick. So, and greens and stuff, as far as like okra, this is my opinion. You would have to really ask it. But my opinion is that okra and stuff was very expensive. So to stretch the food, to make it more, to be able to feed people, they used to add, that's why she used a lot of scallions and stuff. It's the same thing like potatoes. They would do saltfish and do a lot of potatoes. That's why sometimes if I go to a restaurant and I order like a stew saltfish, if I see they do that too. They put a lot of onions and a lot of scallions and different things in it. Let me rinse it out one more time. They do that, and I know the reason why they do it, because saltfish is very expensive. So because they're giving it to the public, they try to make it more by using a lot of onions and green peppers and stuff. But if you notice, like if I prepare saltfish for my mom, I would, let me rest this over here. Bring this one. If I prepare saltfish for my mom, you notice I would put the scallions and stuff in there. But if I prepare it for myself, I fry my saltfish just like that, without any onions or anything like that. And that could be a mental thing from when I was younger. So I know I said a long thing, but to sum up, yeah, I think they just use it to make it more. It's like to deceive you. To be like, oh, I cook stew saltfish, or I cook stew okra. But in reality, they cook a pot of stewed scallions. That's what she cooked. And expected us to eat it. A pot of stewed garlic. You go always try to respect my kids' choices and what they didn't like. The only thing I ever think and I didn't force it upon you. I think I remember one time when all my kids were younger, when I went grocery shopping once a month, I would make sure like to buy them like a big thing of ice cream. I would buy soda once a month, and I would put it in the refrigerator. And the soda and the ice cream had to last them for a month. But you know, young kids, they would drink everything out one time. So when they drank it out, the only thing that was left was cranberry juice. And I remember my middle daughter was like, I'm not drinking that. I don't know why she chose to tell me, but you always have a child that looks to challenge you and tell you the rules. But she was like, I'm not drinking that. I said, okay. So the next month I went grocery shopping. The only thing I bought was a bunch of cranberry juice. When they went in the refrigerator, it was nothing but cranberry juice. For the first few days, they were so upset. All of them, they were so upset. I didn't say one word. It was no arguing. It was no thing, but I was there watching them. They didn't say one word. After a week, everyone was drinking cranberry juice, and it came upon a time where they was fighting each other for the last cranberry juice. And I just smiled to myself silently. So that's the only memory I have where like they was like they're not drinking it, because it's not as though they didn't like it. They just choose they wanted soda.
Yeah.
You know?
Cat's Pokemon said that's interesting. It's cool to know how certain recipes came together.
Yeah. Yeah. But that's what, anytime you go to a restaurant, if you order curry chicken and you see you have little pieces of chicken and they give you a whole bunch of potato, that's because potato is cheaper than the chicken. So
that's Smiley Faces Fate. Welcome to the live stream. Uniquely Mia here with Uniquely Mom. I know this live stream's a little bit different, but sometimes anytime I do it, Eat With Me, you guys always do like the recipes. So we're showing you how to make one of the recipes in real time right now, or one of the meals. This is barbecue chicken. My mom's going to be making baked chicken with some potatoes as well as some red beans and rice. So I said earlier, if you guys want to replicate this recipe or a portion of the recipe, make sure to save the live stream. Send the smiley faces back to you. Shout out to all the returning supporters who are on the live stream. I am seeing familiar faces. If you're a new viewer here, consider liking the video, subscribing to the channel, and joining the Uniquely Mia community. Sometimes we have cook with me's, we have eat with me's, fashion videos, grad school content, travel videos, and a lot more. You are welcome for your positivity and uniqueness. If you have any questions for Uniquely Mom or Queen Mother or myself, please feel free to write them in the comment section. We'll be more than happy to answer. If you want to just be like a silent viewer for the day, more so like an ASMR cooking live stream, feel free to do that as well. You are more than welcome on the channel, but we'll be telling you like what we're doing. We'll try to be as detailed as possible. And if you'd like us to elaborate on anything, feel free to let us know. Yeah. You want to get all of this out. You see that this is why it's important to clean your meat. They won't have time to do all this stuff. Clean your meat. You're preparing food for yourself and your family. So clean up. What's your favorite meat to cook?
Snapper.
Snapper. All right, King of Mother, it was a pleasure having you on the live stream. Hopefully I see you in the next live stream. or the comment section of one of my full instructional YouTube videos or YouTube shorts. Have a great rest of your day. And remember, if you haven't already, make sure to check out part 1, interview with a New York City bus operator. Part 2, and the final part will be coming soon. Stay tuned. It's going to be coming next week. And if you haven't already, make sure to check out my Canada playlist videos. If you want to see all of Canada content, go to my YouTube homepage, click playlist, and click Canada. There are 2 more Canada videos that has to be released soon. So my mom just finished cleaning the chicken, pulling off the meat. So now she's rinsing it out, washing it out with some water.
Okay. So this is pretty good, and if you smell it, it smells so clean. It smells nice and clean. So you drain the water out. And then what you can do, you can put this in like a strainer to let the extra water drain out. You rest it over here. I'm gonna wash my hands, rest up there, and I'll be over there in a minute to season it up.
Do apologize for my voice if it sounds a little weird. I am noticing that my voice is getting a little scratchy. It makes me think sometimes you see hand models and they always have they're always doing some type of hand regimen or like face models. They have a skincare routine. It seems like I need a throat routine because I lost my voice a few weeks ago, and now my voice is very scratchy and it feels dry. And I talk a lot when I'm on stream and just when I record content. So, you guys have any recommendations on what should be my voice routine on how to not lose my voice or ensure my throat is scratchy? Feel free to let me know.
So this is if you have time to grind up your own seasoning, you do that. This have garlic, onion, sweet pepper, everything. So or if you don't have time, you purchase it in a bottle. I like this brand. Pretty good. So what I'm gonna do is put some of the green seasoning in the meat.
Thank you so much for your kind words, Faye. Glad you enjoyed the first part of the New York City bus operator video. Glad you thought it was fire. Stu killed it. Yes, he was really, really great to answer the questions and take us to different sceneries and things like that. And I'm so glad that you like the video editing, Faye.
Then I'm gonna use some
Really appreciate it.
This is cubes. I'm gonna take a little and pour it all over because it just makes everything taste a little better.
Oh, thank you, Captain Pokemon. Okay, you guys really enjoyed the video and the editing. Thank you, guys. So, yes, stay tuned. Part 2 is coming in. My mom said we know a lot. Well, my mom says she knows a lot of people, other people. So perhaps they will be willing for us to interview. Who you said you know?
Boil. We'll see. Thing.
Yeah.
Whatever season you could use, whatever seasoning powder you like. If you like garlic powder, onion powder, but just try not to get like the seasoning salt because everything has salt in it, even though they tell you. But you could use like your garlic powder, your all-purpose seasoning, whatever you like, pour it in there. I'm not gonna add salt to that because I feel everything has salt.
She's gonna mix out with her hand. I use a spoon.
Because I'm baking this chicken, I'm gonna use a pack of Sazon. I'm not gonna use it in here because I don't know what I'll be doing with this chicken. I could do multiple things. I could do brown stew chicken with this. I could do curry chicken. I'm adding black pepper to it.
Captain Pokemon said, please don't spend a shift with them for your health and mental well-being. Yeah, we'll not be doing that again.
And then I have a little Italian seasoning. Mm-hmm. And surprisingly, okay, you think Mia asked about pink jobs and blue jobs. All of the different seasoning that you guys see me pulling out, I don't buy it. Stu buys
not
it.
A pink job, blue job. Guys, she doesn't understand you understand the concept of pink job or blue job, but you don't understand what it is. Okay. So you're saying the answer, but you're saying the answer, it doesn't really make sense.
Well, in here, I guess I don't have this is some Sazon. I love this. This is a spicy.
You're taking it too literal.
This is a spicy all-purpose seasoning. I love it, especially on potatoes. I love it. So I'm gonna add a little bit to here.
No, you can't take it literal.
And this may look like a lot. It's not a lot of seasoning because remember it has liquid in here, so it's not a lot. And just a little tip there, just a little spice. Where did you put
Hello, Daniel. That's mean. Daniel said it looks like a garbage can in a bowl.
Well,
Don't be mean in the response. What's your
I'm not
response?
going to be mean. Daniel is not accustomed to good food. Daniel probably eat out a lot, so he don't know the beginning stage of food before he actually eats it. That's that is. So I added some barbecue sauce to this because that's the one that we will be barbecuing.
Did you empty the bin into the bowl?
Where's
Well, welcome to the community, Uniquely Mia community. All opinion, people, and ideas are welcome as long as we communicate to each other in a kind and respectful way. So, yeah, let's remember that. And okay, Daniel said, "Excuse me, I'm a chef." So is my mom, but there are different types of chefs, Daniel. So, what's your specialty with your meals?
Daniel's a fast food chef. He's a chef for frozen food. It's already in the box, so he don't, like I said, just because you're a chef, that doesn't mean you know the foundation of good cooking. This is the foundation of good cooking. Okay, Daniel? So this is the beginning process. So if you're accustomed to go into the store, go into the restaurant, and your food is already in plastic and box like they do at Red Lobster, chef. Huh? No, I'm not putting any honey. So this is when you don't, this is not food from a box or a bag. This is food, raw food that you basically have to put the ingredients together, bless you. And this is how it looked, the foundation of real cooking. So what I did was, so we tried, Mia is always complaining about the dishes. So I'm gonna use
Fate said, does Uniquely Mom use her intuition, or is there a fixed formula for the amount of seasoning depending on the size of the chicken?
I use my intuition because I've been doing it for such a long time.
Season until your ancestors tell you to stop. Don't do that. People be oversalting.
Yeah, I've been doing it for such a long time, and like I said, I just normally when you wash the chicken, if you have time, you can like let the water.
Oh wait, sorry, Mom. Let me take you.
You let the water basically dissolve from the chicken, but I didn't do that. You see all that liquid? Yeah. So most of the season is gonna get down to that liquid. I'm not gonna use it.
Mm-hmm. I know why Daniel said what they said. Why? They specialize in French cuisine. And they said they're a Michelin chef. Well, I went to France. I did not like your food.
Well, we went to France, and what I did like was your dessert. I think
you guys make. Is good.
I think you guys make number one dessert, but as far as like food, it wasn't. It wasn't to our taste. Yeah. So that's understandable because because your taste, your tongue, what your tongue considered delicious food is the opposite. So now we understand each other.
Exactly. Yeah.
So this food is being prepared, Daniel, for our tongue over here.
Cats and Pokemon said, this looks delicious. I know exactly what this is about to make. Okay, nice. Why do you think it looks delicious? It does. Even though it's raw, it looks good. It doesn't look good enough for me to eat it raw, but it looks good. So she's going to bake it. It's going to get all crispy. And when I do the eat with me, you're going to see it's going to be all crisp and chickeny.
And I have more pans. I want each piece to have like space.
Daniel said their dog wouldn't need to eat that.
Well, your dog is a French dog.
Exactly.
If your dog is a French dog, like I said, the dog is accustomed, has a tongue like you, Daniel. It don't know. How could I expect you to eat something you're not familiar with? Mm-hmm. You cannot eat something that you never tasted before. Mm-hmm. Okay?
Oh, Kim said, I think you guys just had a bad experience because my dad is also a chef. Okay, nice. He went to the, what is that? Cordon Bleu for school. Oh, okay. And he cooks a lot of French cuisine, and it's very good, but maybe because he's also Haitian.
Yeah, so he adds that's a difference. Yeah, that's a difference. Mm-hmm. You see, Cam, I realize like when you have experience in other culture, whether it's Japanese or Caribbean, you tend to bring a little bit of your flavor, so you improve things.
Yeah.
So if someone like France, they might take the chicken, they might soak it in lime and vinegar. They might bake it like that and then prepare their sauce after and then pour their sauce over it. Yeah. But coming from like a different style of cooking, what you would do is incorporate everything you know to try to perfect it in your way. And then you cook according to who you're trying to feed.
Yeah.
So if I hire Daniel as a chef to prepare food for me, if at the end of his cooking, it doesn't taste like how I want it to taste, I'm going to say Daniel's not a good chef, but that's only because I'm accustomed to the food the way I want it.
Yeah.
You know, so
and like we said, France, we like your desserts. Like your
dessert
your
is number one.
croissant.
Oh my goodness, perfect.
Like they have this biscuit in France. It's like a snack, but it's like a biscuit. It has a block of chocolate. I'm getting a whole book bag worth of that biscuit. So good.
Yeah.
So like they have good desserts. Like,
Your dessert is incredible. Your dessert was incredible. That's what I would give to you.
But again, I've never been to France, so maybe their food is
and
bland.
then you know what?
You
know what I enjoyed in France? I was going to Korean. So that was Korean food. Korean food was perfect. They have in Paris, they had like a area that had like different country restaurant. Like they had Greek, they had Spain, and I enjoyed the Spanish. The Spanish food was good. The Korean food was good. I think when we went to a French restaurant, I think they had frog or whatever, or escargot with a white sauce, and they gave them like 2 pieces of green beans. So I was not satisfied. My eyes wasn't satisfied because at first I felt it wasn't enough, and it was expensive. It was like $50, and they got 2 string beans and 2 shells of escargot. Yeah, that was in one of those castles. It was really elegant. It was real classy, but the food wasn't on thing. So it's all about what you're accustomed to, you know. And I'm not knocking you because I did go and I did try it, and that is my personal opinion. So I understand your opinion because you're not accustomed to this. Which don't put it up there; it'll be too heavy. Which it makes perfect sense. So what I'm gonna do now is add pieces. I need to add pieces of butter to this. I'm gonna turn on the oven. We have the on.
I'm washing the dishes, guys.
Where's the garbage? Oh, you have to go. Look, get another one for you. So what I usually do is just add some tiny piece of butter, just some small pieces to the chicken. But actually, what it does, I just do it.
You say make it crispy.
I just add some pieces around, small little bits of pieces to the chicken. Butter makes everything taste better. It's like salt, right?
I'll be making stuff salty.
Well, if you use too much. So you guys, no salt. I didn't put any salt. If the season has salt in it, that's it. And then I'm gonna cover that tight. And this is gonna produce so much water. Seal it tight. And when the oven heats up, I'm just going to basically put it in there at 350. So like I said, why did this happen? Did this happen to you guys when it's about to finish? Oh, let me get another one.
Huh? It happened to me at school when I used a knife on my aluminum foil.
I went and got another one and the exact same thing happened to both of them.
Who washed this? Did you wash stuff? You wash that, please.
Huh?
Did you wash that, please? That's hard to wash.
I have to strain that potato. That potato's gonna get too soft. Where's the other strainer? We'll be back with your comments. I think I ran into technical difficulties with the aluminum foil. Oh my goodness. Let's see if I cut it out.
Cover.
What cover?
I don't know.
Huh?
I don't know.
What?
A cover?
A cover for what?
The pan.
No, I want to put aluminum foil. It has to seal it.
Oh, okay. Okay, guys, let me read these comments. What are we saying? Hold on. All right. So Daniel said, I've had food from all around the world. Cordon Bleu. Cam said, yes, that's what my dad does. Sorry, that's what my dad does. He just cooks from his heart, and he knows what mixes well for certain things. He cooks,
and he knows who he's cooking for.
Wait, I didn't see his comments. Mixes well. Okay, he's been cooking forever, like Queen Mother. Okay, nice. Yeah, and like my mom said, he knows what mixes well. He took his culture, he assimilated it, and made it like into French, Haitian, mix of different lived experience food, which is nice. Happy King said,
You cook to please. You cook to please who you're cooking for
Yeah.
and yourself. That's
Yeah.
what you cook. To
Happy
please.
King said, Daniel, why are you even looking at the food? This is the way it's done in the West Indies. Yes, it is. Spade said, yeah, the secret ingredient of cooking is love. Cat
Love.
Pokemon said,
Yeah.
I agree, French food is great. Yeah, it's really, really good. Love French dessert.
The dessert is top
Even
tier.
at McDonald's is better than American McDonald's.
Well, I didn't
Like, I
have
feel like that's the most American thing to say. You
I
went to
didn't have-
France and
you
you
know
ate
what?
McDonald's.
You know what? We do not have
What?
we do not have Ziploc bags.
I know that, yeah.
So
I thought you were gonna get some, but you didn't.
well, yeah.
But but I feel like when you go abroad, you do have to try like a name brand fast food place at least once just to compare it. So yeah. Cam said, well, Daniel, your dog is missing out just because you don't recognize the style of cooking doesn't mean it's not delicious.
Yeah.
It's important to educate your palate as a chef, or else you're limited.
That's well said.
I do agree with that.
Yeah, that's perfectly said. I'm gonna rest this in the oven.
Okay. Cam said, see, that's what's from.
I'm gonna set the timer for 20 minutes.
French people, okay. They think their food is the best, but haven't tasted any other food outside their own. You have a fixed palate. I never thought about it that way, but now that you say that, that could be true. That's really an interesting way to look at it.
I can't find the other
Cam, you rest your case? Okay, well, made a pretty good argument in my opinion. What are you looking for?
The other strainer, the largest,
right there.
the bigger one to that.
Oh.
Okay, I'll try something.
Okay, weird. Okay, Happy King agrees with the Cam. Fate said Plankton was always looking for the secret formula in the Krabby Patties. Yes, he was. Did he ever actually find it, or was it just a continuous process of looking for it? Did you find the strainer?
No, I'm gonna use that little one.
Look at it right here.
Oh, you found it? Take the small one out right there. This is the potato.
Guys, she's had all these strainers since forever, so they look kind of. They're clean. Oh my gosh! Oops.
That's garbage. Okay. If anything fall on the floor, it is garbage.
They're clean, but they're from Guyana, right?
Huh?
Those strainers.
Yeah, these strainers are more than 20 years. Okay. I'm loyal.
Yeah, so if they look, so if they
I'm
look
loyal.
used, they're used. But
Yeah,
trust me, it's clean.
they're used. I'm loyal. It's difficult to get rid of things. So what I'm gonna do is.
Okay, Cam said yes. The secret ingredient was crab. No, really. The secret ingredient in the Krabby Patty was crab. And the person who owned the place, wasn't he like a lobster or a crab? So it was like you're eating your own brother, your cousin.
Oh my goodness.
That's crazy, really.
Serious.
And that's funny too. Now that you think about it, the secret ingredient was in the name. The Krabby Patty. Well, those are. Those are the conspiracy theories you've heard about it. That's really funny. I don't even know. Like I've seen SpongeBob, but I've never seen it in like the order in which the episodes came out. If that made sense, because some episodes have season 1, 2, 3. I just see SpongeBob anytime I go somewhere and they have cable TV and they're showing SpongeBob. Where's the charger for you?
What's the secret ingredients in hamburger?
What's the secret ingredient in hamburgers and a beef?
So this is basically just some Sazon.
That'll be a
I'm
little
put
harder
that
to figure out,
around in it, like so.
Okay. Are you supposed to put the potatoes like face down? That's what most people be doing.
No, it's gonna.
They make a lot of that on British TikTok.
It's gonna be on each side.
You rub with goose fat? That's what they be using on British TikTok.
No, I'm not gonna use goose fat. If I had some olive oil, I could put a little olive oil, but I'm gonna let it dry out in the pot first, and then and I'm gonna add a little parsley to it. Add a little parsley.
Fate said, "Yeah, they never revealed the secret formula." Okay, but the conspiracy theories is that it's crab. SpongeBob's a good show, though. Have you ever seen SpongeBob, Mom?
Of course, SpongeBob SquarePants. Under the sea, add a little tip of black pepper. SpongeBob SquarePants, SpongeBob SquarePants, SpongeBob. Isn't that how it goes?
Yeah.
Okay. So then I'm not gonna cover this. I'm just because I want it to dry, so I'm just gonna put it in the oven. It's a little healthy, right? This is my healthiest part of the meal today. Put in the oven, let it dry out.
Hair tie. My hair was hot.
Okay, so we have this now. We have this chicken to deal with.
Hey, Stu, how are you doing today?
So
Glad you could be on the stream today.
I just realized we do not have Ziploc bags, so I have to
just cover it.
see what I have.
You don't. Oh, your Luma phone not working.
No.
Cam said, I heard that they call them hamburgers, okay, because ground beef comes from the thigh of the cow, which is also known as its ham.
Ham?
Really? Wow.
Wow.
But you know what? I just believe anything, so I could be wrong.
A great story to everything. Always a great story to everything. So normally what I would do, I would take this. You see all that water in there? I'm going to drain some of that water out. I don't want all that water.
Oh, no, we're right-handed, Happy King. I think the camera is flipped, so, like, if it looks like we're left-handed, for some reason when, like, I record it, like, it flips it. You're right-handed, right?
So, like I said, remember I told you guys that I cut this up, the smaller parts of the chickens.
They said they're hungry.
So, tell him, do he want me on a plate or do he want actual food?
Oh my God, bro. Mom! You can't be saying that. Guys, I apologize for my mother.
He could have, I give him choices.
I do apologize for my mother.
So normally, like I said, I cut up these chickens small, bite size, so I could curry it or brown stew it in the week.
Cam was laughing. Faith is laughing.
You guys learn from something.
You don't always have to smell the food aroma filling the house.
You don't have to always be serious, okay? Life, when you laugh, you feel happy. And I'm grown.
What if he said he want you on a plate?
Then I would send you and Aiden to get ice cream.
Oh my God!
Outside to the supermarket, okay? So when you do those supermarket runs, okay? So listen, I'm grown.
Help me, guys.
Everyone know you're grown, and I have to be myself.
Cam said you said it so smoothly, she didn't even expect it.
When they was babies, I pretended.
No, she just be saying some stuff, and it's like she'll say it in a normal conversation, and you don't even capture it sometimes.
When they were babies, I had to pretend. So now they're not babies; they're grown.
No, she's completely different. Okay? I never remember you like her. She's completely different from my kid self, guys. Okay, it's two different people.
I speak the truth. I said when
you was different people.
I said when you was a baby, I pretended because certain things was not for your ears or eyes.
I'm still a child.
No, but now you're at the age you have to learn from me.
I'm still a child.
You have to be yourself. You have to be yourself. You pretend a lot of time, but it comes a point in your life where you get fed up and you stop pretending. So you have to be your true self. And who like you, like you. Who don't, who don't, right? So
wait, Stu's not even laughing. You put a goofy face emoji. What's with that goofy face for?
Because two people. Imagine if Stu was like me. Oh my goodness, you guys would be getting ice cream all the time. But Stu's not like me. I'm so unique.
This is so weird.
That's why I'm being my unique self. This is weird. So anyway, like I said, I don't have Ziploc bags. Stu, we don't have Ziploc bags.
You said glad to know you was always the same.
What? Anyway, so I season up the chicken, so it's all in here. So I'm gonna put it in the refrigerator, but I'm gonna put it on the top shelf because it'll keep it very cold. And because it has the seasoning in it, it's not gonna go bad. So I'm not gonna cook tomorrow. Most likely Tuesday, I'm gonna cook half of this chicken. Maybe I'll stew it or curry it for them. I don't know what I'm gonna do with it, but that's what it is. So this is how you prep. Like if you're working and you're busy, you could buy the chicken like on Sunday and cut it and clean it and season it up. So when you come out of work, you want a hot meal. You did this part, so you save a lot of time. It's easy. So I'm gonna put this in the refrigerator.
And you Nick the man's washing the dishes, guys. I have to stop saying guys. I say that word a lot, but it's just like easier to refer to you guys.
You know what you're being, right?
What?
Let me get the wet spot. This is a dry one.
What
You know what you're being, right?
What?
You're stereotyping guys. Why you calling? It's a lot of ladies on here.
I know. Like I'm just saying gals too.
Gals. We don't like that word. We do not like
So
gals. Okay.
So I just said I'm just washing the dishes randomly. I like to direct, like be
supporters.
Okay, y'all supporters. All right. Okay. Because when I edit my videos, I always have to cut out me saying guys because it gets annoying. I'm like, why are you saying this word so much?
So now we have the red because the chicken. They're gonna have the chicken. So one of the reasons why I'm preparing the red peas, let's check the red peas, see how it's coming. I'm going to turn off the stove and bring it over here. Yeah. One of the reasons why I'm preparing the red beans is because I don't eat the meat. So I have to use the red peas as protein, and it's delicious for them too, and it's pretty healthy.
You just put that hot pot on that metal?
Yeah, it could go. This is a commercial grade stainless steel countertop, so you can take it. So this is the pressure. So what I was trying to say was I need greens, because anytime you prepare your food, you should have something green on it, something red on it, and your protein, whether it's a piece of fish or a piece of beef or a piece of chicken, and the carbohydrate will be the potatoes if you're going to use potato, or it's going to be the rice. So I hope I have something green in there that I can prepare, whether it's broccoli or cabbage or something. So when I'm finished, I'm going to go and check. But this is the pressure the red peas is on. I'm going to let the spill out. If you do not know to use a pressure, soak the peas the night before. If you do that, it's gonna bust. So then you could put it to boil with a little salt water. You can let it boil for about 40 minutes and it should get soft, because this type of pot is very dangerous. You should be an experienced person to use this. You never want to force a pressure cooker open, because if you force it open, everything is just going to pop.
Really?
It's going to spill up and
do
pop.
outside then.
Really? It's dangerous.
Would it hurt your face?
No, yes.
Oh, don't do
Okay, so it's very, very
like
dangerous.
an experiment for the video.
No, I don't need to. You see this girl? I don't know why you didn't study chemistry. She always wanted to do some type of experiment. She's telling me I should take the pressure cooker outside and force it open just so she could see what happened. You should have studied chemistry, Mia. That was your calling.
Science classes.
So once the smoke stop coming out, that's an indication that it's safe. And then it'll pop. If I try to move this and it didn't, then it should turn easy. It should not. Once you turn it, whoa! Look at this.
Ow!
What happened?
Ow!
What happened?
I burned myself with the water.
Oh,
it's too hot.
You guys see this? It's like I'm like, remember how much water I put in here? It's like I'm so perfect. I caught it in time, because if I left this on the stove for like another 5 minutes, it would have been burning. It would have been burning. Look at it. It barely have water in there. So now look at it. This was the hard peas. Look at it. You got perfect peas. Look at this. Ooh. It's so good. To me, the fresh, dry peas is the healthiest. Look at this. Perfect peas. Oh, I'm so good. I'm so proud of myself. You know why I'm proud of myself?
Yeah.
Because even an experienced cook, I really didn't time this. I should have timed it. But I guess I timed it into intuition timing. I'm so proud of myself, because sometimes red beans is one of the hardest peas to cook, right? And sometimes when you open it, it's still hard. So you got to put it back onto pressure. And sometimes when you open it, it's too soft. It's extremely soft. But this is absolutely perfect. Do you guys see this? I hope you can see this. Mia, you're supposed to be the videographer. I want them to get a close-up of this. So this is beautiful. So what I'm going to do, Mia have to...
Why do you think I bought a tripod?
Let's see what's going on there. Is it a charger?
Let me see.
Mia have to now Mia's gonna cut up some garlic and
yeah, it's charging.
It's charging? Okay.
Yeah, what do you guys say? Let me get caught up on the comments really quickly. So I'm gonna pour this peas out. Pour it out into Cam wants to know where can we buy the type of curry you use? I can only find the generic curry powder in the stores.
Oh, Kim. Where you're at, it is kind of difficult. We're gonna have to bring you some.
Yeah,
I'll bring you some curry.
We could do that.
Me will bring you some curry.
So stay tuned, Cam. We'll bring you the curry.
Yeah, we'll bring you some curry. But if you find, if you go to like anywhere that have like a Caribbean fruit stand, It could be a Caribbean or Guyanese or Jamaican. Well, Jamaican use a different type of curry. Jamaican don't use the curry like we use.
Yeah.
I find
They're limited.
yeah, I find Jamaican curry is more. It reminds me of saffron. But the real curry with the flavors and stuff, like Trinidad curry or Guyanese curry, to me, Guyana have the
She
best
said she
curry.
don't want to replicate it with the fake one. So she
Okay,
wants
yeah,
your curry.
yeah, and you guys know Rihanna, right? Rihanna is half Guyanese and half
She is?
Bajan. Yes, her mother's from Guyana and her father's from Barbados. And Rihanna the other day tweeted that Guyana have the best food, okay? Which is, you know, not everything. So, but I think Guyana have the best curry. I think Guyana have. Oh, and I'm not gonna think Jamaica. Jamaica have a good curry. A Chief curry is Chief from Jamaica?
Oh no, Mom.
No, I think Chief is from Guyana
She asked
too.
what curry you made.
Yeah.
She want your
I use Indie curry or Chief curry. Those are my two favorite curry. Indie curry it's an Indian brand from Guyana that produced in Guyana. But we're gonna bring you some curry. We're gonna get you some curry.
Yeah. Faith said the cost price for the whole of this dish would be at least 3 times in the restaurant. Yep, 100%. She said, would you like me to pick up some red snappers since you're in the kitchen?
Oh, tell Sue. I'm good. I'm gonna be happy with the peas, not today, because
She
I don't
said
want.
she's good.
I saw how hard he worked yesterday, and I don't want him to go. I get some garlic here.
Wait,
I
oh,
have to
come
dice up
on.
some
The phone
garlic.
needs to cool down. What type of safety feature you got on your phone? It froze the stream.
Oh, the cut off?
No, I don't
Your
know.
phone up here is low battery.
Oh, yeah, wait. Let me unmute it. All right, guys, do apologize. If you can't see anything on my mom's phone, she got a new phone, so it has some improved safety features for some reason. So
It overheated.
Yeah, overheated. Wait, why you turn it off?
I didn't turn it off. It just it's.
Oh, get it out the light.
You have to take it out from there. Rest it up
I
there.
think. Can I still see?
Okay, so leave it there and see.
So, guys, we're gonna do one camera. Bear with me. I have to get my iPad so I can read your comments.
Rest it up there.
Be right back.
Garlic. We need some garlic. So what I'm doing, you guys know, yes, I had this scallion in the refrigerator for a while. You can get your iPod to read the comments.
So Cam said, yeah, Faith, cooking at home is cheaper than eating out these days, even though the grocery prices. Yeah, it is healthier too. Even if you were to make something unhealthy, like when you make the unhealthy food at home, you know what you're putting into it. So it's healthier in a way too.
And this is how I clean scallion. Everything needs to be clean. I did it so quick. Okay, look this one. So when preparing scallion, I usually remove the top, take a knife, cut this piece off. This piece is garbage. Then the first outer skin, I usually remove that. We don't want to use the first part. And then I usually take the end and clip the end like this. And clip the end like this. This is not the best looking scallion, but it's going to do what it needs to do.
Thank you, Cats and Pokemon. So you know what I mean by when I say guys. Yeah, I kind of mean it like folks or friends. But okay, so you said try to use folks or friends instead. So yeah, I'll try to implement that in my head. Ew, what is that?
Bad garlic.
Brother,
bad garlic. We're not going to use bad garlic. You see? So we're not going to use that.
Faith said you understand Pascal's law of pressure, Mom.
Oh, okay.
Sue said, pal, that's what would happen.
Got some more garlic.
Okay. If we were to open the pressure cooker. You don't have no more garlic.
We don't have garlic?
No.
Okay, see, Sue Percha normally buy garlic.
You want onion?
Yeah, I need onion. So she said we don't have any garlic. So you see why we're always in the supermarket buying something. You guys probably say, you guys be in the supermarket a lot. Because I normally do not use a list.
True.
I'm only going to use half of this garlic. This is a pretty large, half of this onion is pretty large. And this is from
oh, wait. Open
PT, the suffering.
What's your password?
What do you want to know my password for?
You used to tell me your password.
What do you want to know my password?
When I was little, you used to tell me your password.
So I'm going to use half of this onion.
It says that you don't have internet. What's wrong with this, guys? Technical difficulties.
When I'm cutting the onion, I usually just cut the bottom part off.
Cats Pokemon said, Mia, I'm sure there's YouTube videos of people doing that with the pressure cooker open in it.
Oh,
but I think it would be cool for us to do it.
No. You, like I said, I think you studied the wrong thing. I think you get pleasure off of. She always been a person that enjoy doing experiment. So then you see, I'm just gonna remove this green part off of the tomato. This. Right.
It looked like it's not working with the 2x2. 1 minute.
You can let it cool down a little. It's not ready yet. Just let it cool.
What are we saying? Cats Pokemon said you should be proud of your institution, Uniquely Mom. Hey anti-cat. Hey anti-emoji cat. How are you doing today? They said hi, Uniquely Mom.
Hi everyone.
Fate said Pascal's law states that pressure spreads equally in all directions, like a group where everyone gets the same message instantly. All right, nice. Yeah, my mom. So yeah, everything's always connected, guys. So my mom knew about the law.
I didn't know what it was called.
Yeah, the professional name.
No, I knew the facts. I knew the facts.
Exactly.
I didn't know the thing. That's what I said, that how you don't knock people that really know, because a lot of times people may not know the term, what it's called, but they know what it does.
Cam says that sounds great. That's bringing her the curry.
I'm gonna.
Cam said exactly. Jamaican and Indian curry are different than Guyanese curry. Yeah, you love the Caribbean flavor. Okay, Happy King said Chief is from Trinidad.
Chief, yeah. So Chief is a good curry, and Indie curry is from Guyana. And my mother, I think, is La Curry. It comes in like a red can container. My mother like that. But my Indie curry, I always get like such rave about it that I just use that. But if I don't have Indie, I would use Chief. Yeah. Those are the best 2 curries to me, in my opinion. Let's see. You wash them.
But welcome. If you just joined the live stream, Uniquely Mia here with Uniquely Mom. Uniquely Mom is mostly leading the stream. I'm just responding to the questions. But she is cooking some food right now. She's making red beans and rice, some baked chicken, potatoes, and that's it, right?
And then we need some greens. Whether it's some broccoli or cabbage. I might do some cabbage.
So this is a step-by-step recipe. So if you guys want to replicate this meal, you know what to do. Save the live stream.
Let me get a hot pepper. Look on the fridge door so you can see a hot pepper. I think I have Scotch bonnet, the big one, Jamaican pepper. One of the bird pepper from Guyana and 1 Scotch pepper from Jamaica. It should be on there. Okay, I'll get it.
Don't put this in my plate, please, Mom. Anytime she serves me, guys, I always have the pepper in my plate. So, yeah, we're just going to be doing the one screen from now on because the other screen, there's technical difficulties with that phone and it's not really connecting well. I found when you cut sweet pepper, it's easier to cut it from the outside rather than trying to cut it from the inside.
No, that's wrong. It's easier to cut it from the inside.
I said I found for me.
Oh, okay. I'll dice it up because I want it cut it very small. You could read your comment. You wash your hands?
Yes, I washed my hands.
Thank you.
You didn't see me wash my hands?
Oh, I didn't see it. That's what I'm asking. I didn't know this. Just making sure. And I have a Guyana hot pepper. I'm not going to bust this. This is one dangerous fella here. It may be tiny, but it's very powerful. And I have a Jamaican Scotch bonnet. I'm going to cut this. I'm going to use a little piece. If you think Scotch bonnet is hot, Scotch bonnet is not hot compared to this.
Why you put them up like
because it's like, oh my goodness, you could smell the pepper.
So you gave me the hotter pepper the other day.
It's like you smell danger. If you know pepper, you smell danger. Oh my goodness, danger, but it tastes good. It tastes good. It makes the food. And it's not going to like have the food like peppery, hot. It's just going to give it like a little kick. So the first thing I begin to do, you guys, they seeing this? Is the garlic. Just going to cut up the garlic real small. Just take your time. Cut it up very tiny. You know what I'm gonna need you to do for me, Mia? Let me put on while I'm cutting up. Okay. Rinse out the pot. And just put it on low, let it start to heat up.
My throat hurts.
Do me a favor, get the blue pot behind there, please.
Say it once more. Okay, what you want?
The blue pot like this and rinse it and just put it on the stove, let it start to heat.
1 minute, Faye. I'll answer your question.
Or you know what, being at the stove, the other thing went out. Rinse it still because we'll need it. But what we're gonna do is bring the other stove and put that stove up here.
Oh my God.
And I'm gonna cut the sweet pepper. The yellow pepper is a sweet pepper, so I'm gonna cut it long. That way Mia will not be afraid of it, thinking it is hot pepper.
No, because you put a big piece on my plate the other day.
Well, I'm gonna leave the sweet pepper on long. So if you have a tiny pepper, you'll know that's the hot pepper.
What?
And all of this is going in the pot together, so slice up and just mix them together.
Turn on the stove?
Yeah, you can turn on the stove on low, let it start to get.
Alrighty. So they asked me, Mia, what's the difference between stew and soup? So soup is like liquid soup, chicken broth soup. If you want to make beef soup, you often have corn in there. You have the vegetables and a lot of gravy that you ideally have to eat with a spoon. When you come to the arena of stew's a little more thicker. So it's like you're frying up some chicken or you're frying up some beef. There's gravy in stew, but it's not like thick like soup. So you eat stew with rice or green bananas or sweet potato. Generally, you'll eat soup by itself. Sometimes people from America, they'll eat it with bread like that. So that's the difference. Personally, stew's what my mom makes more commonly. Like curry. Curry can be categorized as a stew chicken, things like that.
Perfect description, yeah. Okay, look for the stove, the portable stove.
What? For what?
Stove.
Mom, I haven't been here. I don't know what a portable stove is. Because she always made me look for stuff, guys. I have no idea where she put it.
Oh, it's under there.
I have no idea.
Okay, so we're going to bring the stove to you guys. So let me clear up here and dry it. You see it?
You gotta wash this?
Wait, no, wait, let me dry it. No, you don't have to wash it because I'll wipe it because remember the pot is going on top of it.
But welcome to the live stream. Uniquely Mia here with Uniquely Mom. Uniquely Mom is cooking some food today. So you guys always like how her food turns out. So in case you want to replicate it or replicate this meal, or you just want to make the rice, or you just want to make the chicken, make sure to save the live stream. Would love to know, what are you guys planning on cooking today? Did we inspire you to perhaps, I'm just like being a bystander, but like, did Uniquely Mom particularly inspire you to perhaps make some red beans and rice or make some barbecue chicken today? Would love to know.
Okay, so let's see. We have a connection here. Plug this in here. Stu bought this pot for me. I mean, this stove. That's when I used to like cook, do a lot of live stream on the regular. Just made it a little bit more
on Facebook, guys, not YouTube.
Yeah,
you still be posting there?
Yeah, still sometimes, but I didn't cook. I've been busy. I'm not 100% certain. Turn it down a little on how to use it. It has soup, it has fries, so it's heating up. So, put this on top of it.
Cat's Pokemon said they personally like stew more. Oh, you grew up on stews. Yeah, I like stew more. I will say my mom, she hasn't made it in a long time, but when I was younger, she used to make it consistently chicken foot soup. She used to put chicken foot in there. She used to put dumplings, sweet plantains. That used to be my favorite soup that she made. But any other soup that she makes, I'm not really a big fan of it. Well, my mom made chicken foot soup, so very good. Fate, you also prefer stew.
You could see the pot, Mia.
Yeah.
You see it clear? Let me see.
This ice cream has no taste, guys.
Oh, you're seeing it like. Okay, you guys see it. Let me see your video, Mia.
Look.
I moved it. Didn't I move it? Look, because, yes, look. Oh, it's picking up this over here. So it has this over here. Okay, so remember the peas basically is already cooked. So if you use olive oil, you could add your olive oil to it, but I'm realistic. I have canola oil, so I'm just going to add a little canola oil. Just let it heat up. What else we said we're making?
Mm-hmm.
You want cabbage or broccoli?
How are you going to make the broccoli? Do you know how to make broccoli?
Of course I know how to make broccoli. Broccoli is like the simple, easiest thing to make. Just gonna make a little broccoli. Put on a little water.
Not water. Okay. But how's everyone doing today? How's your day going? This is at 900 degrees. That's hot.
What?
900 degrees.
It's not 900.
What's not 900?
Oh my, it could go as high. Oh, so this is how you decrease it.
It was 900.
Oh. That's going down. That's going up.
Faith said,
I usually
this
do
is
this.
a balanced diet. Every gym rat would be proud.
Oh, I usually this is how I know if people have things that they test the oil. Me testing the oil is like this. I'm feeling to feel how hot it is. If I have to move my hands quickly, it's very hot. If I can keep my hands above it. If they have any young people on stream, do not do this, okay?
That's what I do.
You do this? That's where you always getting burned.
Oh.
Don't do it. You have to be like don't do it. So it's not hot yet. I was looking for
Oh man, I got dishes again.
the broccoli. When I put the peas.
Hello. What's up with you, reality speaker? I'm doing good. How are you doing today? Right now in this live stream, my mom is cooking. So she's making some red beans with some white rice, not brown rice today. Potatoes. She's baking the potatoes, and then she's also making baked chicken, which is in the fridge right now. So I think she's gonna make the red beans and rice in this pot at 700 degrees. If you want to replicate this recipe, this is going to be your best video guide. So make sure to save the stream for later on. You can have it right next to you while you're cooking. You're just chilling? Okay, nice. Sunday is definitely a chill day. The Sabbath, as some people may call it.
And another way you can test to see if the oil is hot enough, take a piece of seasoning like garlic and drop it in there. Okay, sizzling a little, but not burning. So that's pretty good. So it's not hot, but it's heated up. It's a little heat there.
I like red beans as well. I will consider red beans my favorite beans, and I'm from the United States. But this dish does have like Caribbean, South American influence. What do you plan on cooking today, reality speaker, or buying out? Okay, Cat's Pokemon said they're eating salmon right now. Nice. Yeah, I haven't had salmon in a while, but it's really good. What are you eating it with? Like, are you eating it with like beans, rice, and did you fry the salmon? Or I know some people bake it. How do you like your salmon, Mom?
I like on grill. So
grill?
This is the hot pepper that I did not cut. Just gonna drop it in there. Okay, so that's telling me that it's gonna be nice and hot. And you know what?
Well, I got hot fast.
I dropped it in there.
Okay, taking a break from cleaning. Cats and Pokemon. Okay, hopefully make some progress with cleaning. I have to clean up. I really do have to clean up. Not that clean my room.
So this is the tomatoes, the garlic, the hot pepper, the scallion going in. Just gonna let it heat up.
Can I stir it? Let me stir
Take your time. Let me
it.
see if you can stir
Thank you
properly.
very much.
Take your time. While she stirred, I'm gonna add a little.
Oh, you like
pepper.
rice and beans? Yeah, rice and beans is pretty
Like
good.
yourself. I'm gonna add a little black pepper to it.
Your favorite rice and beans is the yellow beans, right?
No, I like black eyed pepper. I like red beans and rice.
Yeah. I don't really like those yellow beans and rice. Kind of tastes funny to me. But my favorite is definitely this one.
I'm gonna add a little salt. I think the fire is too cold. It's still not hot enough.
You can't go like 1,000?
Yeah, it could, but why it's not going? Not going. Oh, excuse me. That's that black pepper. Okay, I got it on 16. Let's see what happens. Okay, stop stirring it. Because what you're gonna do, if you stir it too long, she's playing with it. She's having too much fun. So what that tells me, she's gonna mash it up. I don't want it to be mashed up. I like everything to have a color. I either have a red color or have a dark color. That's just me. It could be mental. That's just me. So what I'm gonna do is add a little, my favorite, a little bit of Casworth, my favorite sauce to this.
That is 100% true, though. Cats and Pokemon. They said they can always depend on red beans and rice.
Yeah.
Like if you don't like red beans and rice, you really don't need a protein with a side dish.
Yeah,
That's its own meal.
Yeah.
And then Fate said we're just forgetting about chicken now. We just thinking about it as an accessory.
Yeah.
Well, chicken is important too. The protein is good. It's good, but like I don't know. If I eat one piece of chicken, I'm still gonna be hungry, Fate. If I eat like a bowl of red beans and rice, I'll be full. But I like it's a delicacy when you can have both of them at the same time, though.
What do you smell?
Food?
Yeah, I added just a little. You guys saw, I just swirled, I just drizzled a little bit of Casworth. I'm telling you, this is the Casworth. It's made from cassava. Instead of using soy sauce, use Casworth. To me, this is healthier. This is so good. It goes whatever. It just gives it a nice flavor. And when you if you was to add some cinnamon to this and add some cloves, like if you're preparing a meat, especially beef, if you has zero heat. So what I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna add the peas, the red beans. Oops, directly to this. All that good sauce. See if we have any fresh thyme in the refrigerator. And then I'm gonna add a little cubes to this because I didn't add any season, just a little bit.
You say refrigerated? Why don't you just say fridge?
Oh, because it's called a refrigerator, Mia. It's a refrigerator.
Why you say
I'm gonna add a little black pepper.
I just realized that.
And if you want this to have a little gravy, you could add a little water.
Yeah, we're gonna put it.
Wash it.
You have to take it off the stem.
And this is some
it's trees.
Fresh thyme. Sometimes I just dump the entire thing in and take it out after, but you can just pull the leaves off. That's what we want. Just pull the little leaves off a bit and drop it in. Normally it's much more. Oh, your thing says low. Is this thing charging? Low battery. You gotta plug in another one.
Dead.
It's charging. And this is delicious over on some rice.
I can't go there now.
So I'm gonna add, because it don't have enough gravy, and I do love.
Oh my god! What just happened?
The fuse,
Blackout?
the stove.
Still,
I blew the
Lord, still, we need your help.
I blew it with the there was too much power with the electric
We need your help. There's a blackout.
with the electric stove, so I gotta plug it out. I try to be nice to you guys and let you see this, but
She said she blew the fuse. It's black. The light went off.
ugh.
Oh, hands are wet. I want to get electrocuted.
What he said?
He said hit the circuit breaker. Can you do it?
The circus breaker's upstairs.
Is your hand wet? Don't get electrocuted.
No, I'm not gonna get electrocuted.
The plugs, I was saying.
Mommy's coming into it.
Have things to make sure nothing.
Technical difficulties, guys. What? Who did that? You did that?
Yeah.
Oh, wait. She fixed it. Never
The
mind.
plug, the plug.
The plugs have circuit breakers.
Well,
You
I
just
don't
hit the
know.
plugs.
I don't
What's a
know. We
circuit
don't know.
breaker?
So it don't trip
We don't
the
know.
fuse.
I think I had this too high.
Good job.
Ooh, that looks good.
Wait, I had it too high. So how do I put it like? to
Even
a
Uniquely
thing?
Mom knows how to do that. I do not know how to do that.
What happened to the power?
It was a blackout.
Okay.
Oh,
What happened to the light here?
You gotta turn it back on.
wait, a blackout just
Okay.
happened?
Yeah, you missed it. You were on your PS5.
No,
whatever.
no,
I'm gonna add a little
upstairs,
tip of
the TV
water.
turned on.
It did?
Yeah, and
you
Oh,
can't play
because-
the game no more.
after the light went out.
Oh, were you scared?
I just came down.
I'm gonna add a little tip of water just to give it a
Yeah,
little flavor.
can I order a little tip of
No,
water?
it's just something.
Cam said my dad is cooking a Haitian meal today. Okay, nice. It's like red bean stew that has flour dumplings in it, and we're having it with
Yeah.
cornmeal porridge. It's play Roblox with you because he looks so sad.
Pull this on.
We played literally 3 games of Roblox, and then as soon as his game is finished updating, do you know what G did to me? Why are you stepping on my feet? He left.
I ditched you.
Stop stepping on my feet.
Yeah,
He
ditched.
walked away. He left me, and now he wants to play Roblox.
She
That
set up.
is not cool,
She
G.
set up.
You set me
Please,
up.
let's play, please.
Why should I play with you?
Because I'm sorry.
You set
and
me
I'll
up.
never do it again.
Say it loud enough for the people to hear.
I'm sorry and I'll never do it again.
Guys, should I play with him or no? But I'm not playing with you now. I'm streaming.
Wait,
I'm gonna
if I can
I'm
pull it
gonna
out,
move
then
this to
never
the
play
stove.
with
Doing his
it.
fancy stove.
So my mom is taking the red beans and
Bye,
rice,
bye.
and she's putting it on the real stove.
I'm gonna put it on low just so like the season and stuff.
Oh, the
can marinate.
internet cut out as well. Everything cut out.
No, the internet.
No, my phone's different on my iPad.
What do you mean? Oh, your internet?
Oh, Cam said
Okay.
they couldn't hear me.
Oh, so this is hot. This is off. So I'm gonna plug it out. I don't want to use the stove.
Cats and Pokemon's like circuit breaker to not trip the fuse. What language
Oh,
is that exactly?
Yeah, he was correct. That's what we had to press. Circuit breaker.
Well, my Uniquely Mom fixed it, guys. So,
Oh,
oh, what did you do?
too many things was plugged in. I'm plugging this out. Do not touch the stove. It's very hot. Steve
Oh,
bought me this.
what I essentially said, Cam, I said that meal sounds really good, what you and your family are eating today. Because we love red bean stew, and then my mom and I, we do love cornmeal porridge, so enjoy it. If you ever decide to make like a video recipe on it,
Let's
we'd love to try and replicate it. And then I also was telling you a story what G did to me yesterday. So yesterday, he has a PS5. His dad bought it for him, and his PS5 was updating. So while it was updating, he wanted me to play Roblox with him. So I'm like, okay, I'll play like 2 games of Roblox with him. As soon as his PS5 is finished updating, he left me and he went to play his PS5, and he was laughing about it. And then he just came back down asking to play PS5 to play Roblox with me later on. So I wanted your opinion. Do you guys think I should play with him, or should I just like leave him alone later on since he ditched me yesterday? How's the chicken looking? You need to show him chicken.
Okay, I'm gonna show them. Let's check the rice. We have the rice.
Wait, I thought you make a red bean rice.
The red beans is separate.
Oh, you're not mixing it together?
No, I'm not mixing it. So this
Oh,
is
I
the
thought you mixed it
jasmine. This is
together.
the rice. Oops. You see it?
Exactly. Okay, Cam said he left this dry. He's not loyal. Teach him a lesson. So no Roblox for G today.
Let's taste this. See how it's coming.
No, exactly, Cam. Even on his PS5, he's speaking to real people.
Rice.
Yeah,
The
you can
rice
see
is
it.
pretty good. Come taste this.
And
Taste
some of the people are roasting me, and
Taste
he's
it.
laughing, and he's roasting me with the people. I'm like, you have to
it.
defend
Put your
me.
hands, grab it in your
And he
hands.
is not defending me on his PS5 when I get roasted.
So I'm gonna put this and just leave it on low and let it continue to steam.
So that's a good idea. Teach him a lesson today and don't play with him. Okay. Hey, OP, how are you doing? Who likes beans? This family likes beans. We love it. It
Yeah.
tastes really good. It's a really good source of protein.
Especially for me, being that that's my protein. I'm not gonna eat.
The thing about that,
Chicken.
Faye, I can't roast people. My mom roasts me. Mom roasts me.
Why?
To
Make me
show them
upset.
that you can roast me.
Make me upset. Make me
Make
upset.
okay, gotta have to make her upset. I'm not washing no dishes.
Yeah, now you're gonna put yourself on punishment for like a whole
Oh
month.
my god,
to
you
wash
said
the
make you
dishes.
upset.
Yeah. That's not gonna make me upset.
I don't know how to intentionally
That-
make her upset.
When you told me you're not gonna wash dishes, that's not gonna make me upset. That's just gonna encourage me to show you that you never tell your mom that you're not
Oh
gonna
my
do
gosh,
something.
I don't know how to make her upset. I
Come
make her upset without thinking about it. I can't think right now.
Okay, so think about it. It'll come to you. Just be yourself. Be yourself. And I'm gonna get upset naturally. Be yourself. Don't
You
try
got
to do
upset
it.
about the blue jobs and the pink jobs. She got upset about that, but I don't know how to make her upset, guys. For her to roast me,
Some spinach for you, Mia.
so I can like show you guys how she can roast me. That's why G is my roasting spokesperson.
I'm gonna make some spinach for you, Mia.
But G said play with him and roast him. You let him know. You don't leave your people behind. Cat's Pokemon said, can you use one phone to stream the screen and the other to stream UNG? Yeah, I mean,
My phone went.
yeah.
my phone
My
went dead.
mom's phone went
It
dead.
overheated.
So yeah, we can't do that on this one. It overheated, but like maybe on the next one, next time G's over, we could do that. But
So
yeah.
now I told you I need some green stuff because I try to I want to feel as though I'm making something a little healthy for them. So basically, I just take the broccoli and I just like cut it or break it.
It's funny. Kim said whenever her mom tells her to wash the dishes, if she even waits 25 seconds, she ends up doing it and then gets mad when you don't do it. But can I happily say, no, that happened to me today. So my mom, I was in my room and she texted me, can you put the clothes to dry? And I'm like, okay, I'll put it. Guys, literally 5 minutes later, she's like, did you put the clothes to dry? I'm like, I'm going to do it soon. It's like, they tell us to do this and like, we're going to do it. But if we don't do it fast enough, you guys get upset, but you're not going to do it.
Well, you was already
It's crazy.
you was already close to the dryer in the washing machine. That's why I
But
asked
like,
you to
I
do
was
it.
going to do it.
And the reason why I asked you to do it because I'm on a timer for everything, a mental timer. So I'm timing like how long it's gonna take that load to dry for me to come and put on another load. So
Mhm.
that's why. So that's why I was asking you if you did it already to know like if I should.
Only difference between
Move
your
on.
mom and my mom, Cam, is my mom not going to do it. She ain't going to do it. She'll leave it there for me to do it, and she'll get upset because I took a long time to do it, which is interesting.
And what do your mom do, Mia, when she gets upset when you take a long time?
I don't know. It's really different. I don't. Well, nah, I don't know.
G was upstairs. G came down earlier and he
Yeah.
said, Robin, Mia is doing so and so. I said, okay, when I come up, I'm gonna deal with her. He said, yes, use the belt on her. Use the belt on her.
He said that?
Yeah, he said to
What?
me. He was offering me
He's crazy.
he was
That's
offering me
crazy.
on how to do. So he said, use the belt on her, Robin. I'm gonna have that belt ready, waiting. And then he said, matter of fact, use the Gucci belt.
That's what he said. Oh my
He said,
God.
use the Gucci belt on her. I was like, these little kids
That's
are
crazy.
something else.
Cam said, then my dad gets mad when I don't want my pots, wash your pots after I eat. Like, Yeah, I eat before I clean. Then the food gets cold and I'm not hungry anymore. Wow. That's crazy.
So now what I'm
That's
gonna do is
interesting.
I'm gonna
really
wash it.
interesting.
I'm gonna wash this out before putting it in the pot.
Because-
And broccoli is not something that needs to be boiled a long time. I usually
Yeah.
just dip it in for like 3 minutes because I like my broccoli to be crunchy. I don't like soggy vegetables.
But to relate it back to your comment, Kim, I don't get it. Like, Mom,
Yeah.
why do parents get upset? Like, when like, okay, to use Cam example, like, why do some parents get upset? Because I know you get upset sometimes too. Like, if we don't wash something immediately, even though you guys aren't gonna do it, but we're gonna wash it.
Because
at least by the end of the day, it's gonna be gone. But you're not gonna take the initiative to do it. But you get upset at us when it's in the sink or if it's in the washing machine too long.
Because we don't like to see it there.
She said
we
they don't
like to
see
see
it.
it clean.
So why don't you guys clean it?
Because we be tired from preparing the food.
Oh my God.
And when you was a baby, we washed enough dishes. So we were happy for the day. Why you think we taught y'all how to wash dishes?
Really?
We
And you
taught
know
y'all
what's
so we
really
could
funny?
relax.
You know what's really funny? Because my mom said when I was a baby, she had a dishwasher.
I did.
And never in my life, I don't even know how to use a dishwasher. Because I never used a dishwasher in my life. I have no recollection of using
when we go home, you'll see it.
Like, I have no memory of ever using a dishwasher. I have no idea how to use a dishwasher.
Well, we could have one because
Ask Brown Boy, you don't have
what
one.
happened was when I taught you how to wash dishes, for some reason the dishwasher I looked at you, and I looked at the $600. Then I looked at you,
That's
and
crazy.
I figured I would be doing you a disservice if because I know one day you're gonna have your own dishwasher. But if your
My
dishwasher,
school has a dishwasher. I don't use it.
Yeah.
I don't know how to use it.
oh, so because you're not accustomed to use it. So if your dishwasher go bad in the future and you feel stuck, what sort of mother would I have been?
Really?
What would be said about me if you did not know how to wash dishes? Okay, so I'm just like doing my duty. You know, we have duties. Everybody have duties of basic things we supposed to do. So that's what it is.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I do agree, Cam.
But
He
you
is
know,
a rat
but you
sometimes. He
know,
is a snitch.
but you know, if you really dislike washing dishes that much, you could take your $600 and buy a dishwasher.
I buy no dishwasher.
Oh, that's how I feel. That's how I feel.
You with the 600 for a dishwasher.
That's how I feel. You say you don't like washing dishes, so save some money up, and you can. Give me a dishwasher. But you see, now you know how I feel. I don't want to take my $600 either.
But yeah, I will say G is a snitch sometimes. And like I said, snitches are just people who tell on you for the most annoying reasons. That's what G does. But then you gotta be careful because Poe could be lying too. Sometimes I'd be catching him. He tell lies.
Okay, come and wash dishes.
But it's like he's snitching too. Faith said the Bible said, "Spare the rod, spoil the child." Okay.
I think like you see the problem with kids. That's what's at the how you see the problems like when you see some kids, right? And they're like misbehaving and they're misbehaving.
Sorry.
They're misbehaving really bad. I put that on the parents in a way because when your child is like 1 year, you're supposed to be teaching kids. No, it's like fire. Big disagreement. How would you handle it? Are you going to be like, oh, baby, no, don't do that. Don't do that. And kiss the child, and then go and give the child a toy or give them what they want? The child just learned something so important that they learned that throwing themselves on the ground and screaming, they're going to get their way. And get worse. So when you have kids, it's important to know that you are teaching them from very young. You have to start disciplining them from young. And if you discipline them correct from when they're young, you won't have to discipline them. You won't have to do it. But the problem is why some kids get disciplined really hard is because the parents didn't choose to do it when they were younger and the kids got older. So the behavior got very, very out of control. And so the parents believe their reaction is to come hard because the kids are now acting like a grown adult, an enemy. So that's what it is. They're cute and all that stuff, but you're doing an injustice. So I never had. That's what I think it is. It's like the same thing with the cranberry and the soda. When my kids told me they're not drinking that, I didn't. It wasn't you. I didn't look to argue and scream, and I don't have time to argue. I don't argue with any of my kids. I do not argue with any of my children. I do not tell them my plans and how I'm going to deal with them. I just listen and I say okay, and I execute. I don't have time to argue.
No, that's true. One time she didn't let me go to the hairdresser.
I don't have time to argue. I don't have time to lay my hands on them. I don't have time for anyone to make me become what I don't like to be.
Really?
Okay, no, I don't have time for that. I would walk away. I'm not forcing anyone to like me. I'm not forcing anyone to love me.
Anyway, Faith said if
the price of water 400 and give me that. Where you saw that message of what they said, you don't have to phone that.
I read it before I came.
You young
Ew,
people,
it smells
but train your kids and teach them while they're young. The way you want them to be, but they will have that foundation. So even if they tell you no, they still have that foundation, and the foundation is the most important thing. It's just like you're building a house. If you build a house on sand, something happened, that house is falling down. But if you build that foundation of bricks and gravel and sand, everything mixed together, you have a solid foundation, and the house is going to stand for a long, long time. And that's what it is about relationships and everything else too. Mia's washing dishes. Where's your iPod? Here.
Third count of dishes washing. What are we saying? Cam said, when I was younger, my dad used to punish me with my extracurricular activities.
Mm-hmm.
He used to say these are privileges and they are earned, so he would make me miss cheer practice and soft dance. Oh, yeah.
Exactly. That's all. And now it's easy for kids because they love the video game. They the day everything. We can't have it like that. We all have a child wake up and play video games, do these 25 problems or write this paragraph for me. Give and take things, because in life when they get into the world, they're not going to have the privilege and luxury, and a lot of people is not going to accept that attitude to have your way. Let's wait, pull out one of these. Where's the ooh, super hot. Ooh, hot. Ooh, this is hot. I felt it. So now I'm just gonna saute this in a small pan.
And then thought that saying sorry wasn't really cool. Because if I was truly sorry, I wouldn't have done it in the first place. Oh, okay. Cahoots with my parents. Yeah, she used to tell them everything that happened at school. I did something. Wow, chair would be taken away immediately. Sad story. I would cry. No, that's crazy.
But you know, some greatness to your greatness can, because a lot of, like, there's some peoples too, like there's people in the world that don't like each other. Learn the difficult they do is they don't respect you. A lot of private time with that individual because you know how they feel about you. But what we do with family members, whether it's brother or sister or aunties or in-laws, you're going to have some family members, not everybody, but some of them, you will know which one it is, that generally do not like you and do not respect the way you try to raise your kids. So what they would do, you would be like, oh, my kids is going to grandma house, or they're going to auntie house.
Cutting out. They didn't really hear what you said.
Oh, I don't know. Yeah. So,
guys, can you hear us a little better now? I think it's the internet connection. Let me connect to the internet. It says I'm connected. Good. Okay, they can hear you now, so you can say what you said.
No, I was saying, like, if you have, like...
Oh, she didn't hear the first part.
Oh, what?
She didn't hear the first part of what you said.
Oh,
The family part.
Oh, I was saying sometimes you have family members. I said, if you have a friend and you know the friend genuinely do not like you, and you have young kids, very young kids, you would normally say, well, this person don't like me, so you're not going to send your kids to spend the night at a friend's house that don't like you. You're going to cut them off. But when you have someone that's an auntie or an in-law, and they genuinely dislike you and do not respect the way you are trying to raise your kids, but you as a parent want to keep good faith, you want the peace to be well. So what you try to do is, oh, my kids is going to auntie house. Oh, my kids is going to weekend, and spend the night over there away from you. Those people that do not like you and do not respect your rules is going to really influence your kids, because everything that they train or teach your kids, it's the opposite of what you want. And the way they manipulate the kids, every time they see them, they're like, oh, here's $20. Here's $30. Whereas in your household, if you're someone that's trying to teach your kids the value of $1 and have them earn that money, every time they go to that person's house that's not respecting you, and they're giving them, whether it's money or candy, as much as they want, they're staying up as late as they want, your kids is going to grow up to see that you are the problem. So one of the things I believe, to be a good parent, you have to be very conscious of who likes you, who respects you, and who you're leaving your kids alone with. Because you may not see it when the kid is like 10 or 11, but believe me, when they turn 14, when they turn 15, and they want to go into the sleepover, or they want to go wherever they want to go, and they're like, you're too strict, and the auntie or the friend is saying, you know what, your mom is this or your dad is this, you can come and stay by me, you can do this, she's not right. That's when you're going to have problems with your kids, and that's when it's going to be too late. So you have to know from the foundation who is around your kids, and especially who you're leaving your children with, because it's going to affect you later, and it's going to affect you in a negative way. So if somebody's your enemy, I know the way I describe somebody's an enemy, I know enemy is a strong word, but you have to use enemy so that you can deal with them accordingly. It's someone that do not respect your discipline style. And I'm not talking about you abusing the kids. I'm talking about if you choose not to buy your kids soda, or you choose to have your kid have them drink green drink, or, just your rules. It's everyone's prerogative to have children, and it's everyone's prerogative to discipline and raise their kids the way they see it fit to raise their kids. That's my belief. So that's one of the things I would offer to people. So if you have children, just be mindful of who you're leaving your kids with, and do not allow people to freely, if you're someone that makes them work for money or earn it, do not freely allow people to just give your kids things, because that's on future things.
Cam said she 100% agrees with mom's side of the family. Praise on our downfall. They don't approve of my dad moving us to America, but hey, guess what? Me and my brother are thriving. He's a doctor, and I will be too.
Yep.
Cam said all of their kids are bums.
Exactly.
So we turned out the vets, and now everyone's running back. No, you didn't support the parenting style before, so don't come back when the fruits from it is flourishing.
Exactly.
And we never really saw our cousins. My dad would keep us away.
Exactly. And I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I have a middle daughter. Mia have a middle sister, and basically that's okay. They did not support me homeschooling Mia. They did not support me. They thought it was like the worst thing ever with how I chose to educate my kids. And Mia middle sister, she was going to university from the time she was 16, a little genius. So that's what I said. And I didn't have time to argue with people. At that point in my life, I just learned to separate myself. I separated myself from those type of things. So that's the potatoes.
What's with the Mia and the laughing emoji? Yeah. So just be mindful, guys. Relate back to what I always say. If you don't like somebody, they don't like you. Don't be around them, honestly.
Don't keep your kids, because as adults.
Don't feel obligated. As I always say, a title really means nothing to me.
Yeah, it's how people treat you.
I love my mom. I don't have to like my mom. So I like my mom, and I love my mom because she raised me, and she always took care of me. She protected me, and she's just a really great mom in my opinion. But say if I don't like her, if she didn't raise me right, I wouldn't have to like her. I wouldn't have to respect her. So more of the stories, you don't have to love people. You don't have to respect people based on a title that they may have.
People have to earn your respect. People have to learn your love. People have to earn your loyalty. That's why love and trust and loyalty, we give it away too freely. And it's the most precious thing that is. It's the most precious and most valuable thing, but a lot of people take it for granted. Do you know what it is to have someone on your side? Do you know what it is to have someone that will ride and die for you? Do you know what it is that someone can see your greatness even before you see your greatness? When you are saying that you cannot do it, and when everyone else around you is saying that you cannot do it, but you have one person that says to you, you know something, you could do it. What do we need? You're going to take longer to understand this? No problem. Take longer. Do I have to get somebody that's an expert to help you? Do that. Do you know what it is to have a ride or die person like that? I would take that over any amount of money or anything, to have loyalty, to have faith, to know that if you need somebody, you dial that number and they said, I need you, and they're there like this. That's more precious than anything else in this world. More precious.
Yeah. Cam said, I love homeschooling. I support it completely, but also, why do people judge other people on their choices when it's nothing to do with them? Yeah, I did like homeschooling. It was fun, to be honest. I did like it. There's always positive. There's always a little bit of downfalls too. But I will say the best thing about homeschooling for me, I think it allowed me to be able to achieve what I have achieved academically and what I will achieve. So that's a good thing that you're. Yeah.
You know what homeschooling did for you, I think, and she went to regular school as well. So I always wanted to balance it out, to test myself. But what I think homeschool did for Mia, and this is when I was so proud that I was able to homeschool it. It made sense to me. When COVID happened and all of those kids had to go to school or their classes were online and stuff, I was fine with Mia because she had trained. That's when it made sense. So that's why sometimes you do things and you really don't understand fully why. Mm-hmm. But Mia homeschooling, any kid that was homeschooled and then they school became virtual, it was nothing for her. It was okay, It was like, okay.
Oh yeah, because they taught me. Like
Yeah.
I was
So this
surprised
is
by
the chicken.
that.
So I'm gonna put this
Yeah.
back in the oven. Turn it up.
Cam said, "You do what you want with your kids, and I'll do what I want with mine." And
Exactly.
yeah, we can coexist and compete. Exactly. Do agree with that. Cam said, "I will never discourage someone's parenting style, and if they don't allow it mine, I just won't allow my kids around it.
Exactly.
But I won't put you down for it."
Yeah,
exactly.
exactly.
And it's like what the channel is about. Like obviously, not to relate it back to the channel, but to relate back to the channel. Like everyone's always gonna disagree. I know that not all of my supporters agree with everything that I believe in, but at least if you can find, I don't know, one foundational core that you believe in. So I think that foundational core on this channel is like you are welcome for your positivity and uniqueness.
So good.
So, or like if you can just tolerate me just to see like what somebody's life is like. So yeah, it's about acquiring the skills, you can say, or the skill to be able to be around people who's different than you and hear their differing opinions, but not trying to interject and say you are totally wrong. You can say, hey, this is why I disagree with you because I believe in this or because of this experience. So
and then nine times out of 10, honestly, 9 times out of 10, those individuals that always are the ones that want to like quick to say you're wrong and deal with you on your style of doing things. Look at their track record. I'm not going to respect somebody or not going to listen to someone when I look at your track record. And if they already have children, I don't want my children to be like yours. I don't smoke. I don't drink. You're a smoker. You're a drinker. You are a paycheck to paycheck person. Those are not what I want. What do you have to offer my child to add on? I don't want that. So why would I take advice from you? Sometimes you have to call people out. Call them out. They never, and I'm sure if you was to call them out, they're gonna go off. That's when they're gonna start thinking. True. But
Cam said, period, their dad would love you.
So
you guys, Cam said they were raised with a lot like me with the same values.
Yeah, that's
cool.
And that's why she is she's so successful in what she does.
Yeah,
that's the result.
100%.
And I would say your childhood wasn't boring.
It wasn't boring. Got to travel a lot of places.
That was the reward. And basically the things as far as like little chores and stuff she had to do, that was helping me. That's assisting me, making my life a little easier.
I feel like the main downfall, you weren't always around as the little kids, like around your age, but like, I guess that's not that important.
When I used to keep, another important thing, when I used to keep birthday parties for my kids when they were younger, people used to bring them toys and stuff, but anytime somebody would say to me, "Oh, what would you like? What would you like for me to get for the child?" I always just tell them, buy a bond. Years ago to buy those EE bonds.
Yeah, I still have.
She have a ton of those. And she refused. And each one of my kids had a ton of bonds because what I used to do anytime, like if I got bonus on my job, or if someone wanted to give them a gift, or if they got cash in an envelope, I would always take that money and I would go and buy them a bond. I would add to it and double it, and simple thing like a $200 bond, a $50 bond, and I would just buy it and throw it in there. But that's the mindset. Sometimes people would take that money and buy a ton of toys, and they have every single toy. The toys don't have any value, don't have anything.
Yeah.
That's what I said. It's like you really have to be conscious. But the best thing is like through someone that already did it, speak to those people and read books and stuff like that. But I'm so happy.
Asks, what do y'all think? Loyalty over love, or love over loyalty?
I want if
over love.
If you have love, if there's love, loyalty will come with it. If there's true love, if there's true love, because love is something, it makes your heart either feel good or if someone is hurting, or loyalty come with love.
My answer is loyalty over love, because my mom, as my mom said, love is important, but like I feel like my mom can tell me a lot of people can love you. Like people can say they love you, but they don't have your loyalty. They don't have your best.
And then your enemy, and then some people.
I'm going with loyalty over.
And then some people could be an enemy, like really bad and really mean. They could be an enemy, but if they're a loyal person, they'll thing. But to me, I feel as though once there's love there, you're gonna have loyalty. But then
that's not true though, because
what you're saying is correct.
Yeah.
But
I'm sorry, that's your opinion. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, what you're saying is correct. You want to taste this potato?
Yeah. Yeah, Happy King said, well said, Mom, and look where Mia is now. Well done, Mom. Cam said, loyalty over love.
How it tastes? Tastes like garlic. And I didn't even put it.
It's not that crispy. I thought it was going to be crispy, though. Why don't you boil it? Like, boil it in the oven thingy.
Like it's good. It's nice and soft. It's crunchy on the inside. I didn't want
Yeah.
to fry it. I didn't want to fry it. I
Not
want to keep it
fine.
Ohio.
What some people do, they put it in the oven and they do it at
I could have
boil,
put it. I
whatever.
could have put it on the stove and just let it heat up and saute. But it's pretty good. We just boiled it a little too much,
Yeah.
is not a thing,
Oh,
but it's
yeah.
good. It's
Yeah.
pretty good.
I-
I taste the broccoli.
So, yeah, personal opinion. Do apologize for that. Well, see, it's even hard for me. I always try to hear people's opinions, but sometimes it's hard for me to say you're totally not wrong. That was a mistake on my end, but constantly learning, guys. We can all learn from each other. Cats Pokemon said, after working in the public school system, I think homeschooling is where it's at. While things happen in public school, yeah, I don't see these person in public school. Be real bad. And then you always hear those stories that people were saying from the teachers, like from public school teachers. They're like, in my school, I couldn't fail a student. I just always had to push them forward.
Yeah, sometime I'm gonna add some more barbecue sauce to this and turn up the temperature on 400 and just let it
Cats and Pokemon said, wild things happen everywhere, but OMG, I've seen horrific things happen in my short time working at public schools.
Yeah, this chicken is basically finished. I just wanted to.
Yeah, but I wasn't always homeschooled. I did go to a regular school too. It was on and off.
You took exams every year.
Yeah, I took exams every year, like end of the year, the state exams after like regular school where they had little kids, and then like 5th grade, whole year public school. Obviously, if you buy my book or if you read my book, The Adventures of Unique Lumia from the USA to the Caribbean West Indies, went to a public school. Was it private in Grenada? I don't know. It was a school in Grenada I went to. So yeah.
I just added a little barbecue sauce to the chicken. I'm gonna put this in for like last 15 minutes till this dry out a little.
And I remember my 5th grade experience. How do you think Unique Lumia had the bullies? Bullies wasn't from homeschool, guys. That was from the real little kids who were mean. Little kids can be mean sometimes, guys. What are you doing? You done?
No, about 15 minutes.
You sure that chicken look white? Oh,
The chicken look white
No!
because it got sauce on it.
Oh.
It's cooked. It's cooked. You know how long it's been in there? It's been in there. It's been in there a while. Chicken really don't take long to cook. Unless it's like probably a young chicken, because I think the young chicken tends to be harder. So
You got anything for my voice, Mom? Why keep losing my voice?
make some honey and lemon.
Guys, do you have any voice like remedies? Because I think I'm.
You was using your voice a lot yesterday.
Yeah, so I talk a lot for the stream.
Yeah.
So you know how people, I said it earlier, so you know how like people who are like hand content girlies or face skincare, they have a regimen. So do you have any regimens for my voice? I don't like tea.
But
Tea's
that's what
nasty.
you asked for. You asked for the answer.
Fine.
You
Oh,
request the answer and then you reject.
I'm not rejecting.
The
I just said
solution.
it's nasty. But like they don't have a better solution or something that tastes good?
Lipton tea.
Because I lost my voice a few weeks ago.
You need some hot tea.
And my voice sound like it's going. That's why yesterday, if you watched the video that I was making with Stu, it sounds like I'm, screaming. It's because I was. But the mic was close to my mouth, but I was also screaming because I didn't think you guys could hear me. So do apologize for that.
You
But
need to make some Lipton tea with no milk. You can put a little tip of sugar in it, or you can do some honey and lemon.
that honey was, I don't like how the honey look here. I'm just gonna drink some wine. I'm gonna make tea later, probably.
So actually, they stayed with us. You guys stayed with us
Yeah.
through an entire meal. The entire wow, that's amazing. How long did it take us?
2
Chicken.
hours.
We cleaned it. We
Hey,
seasoned it.
Ree wants to know what's for dinner. Stay tuned. I will be doing an eat with me, but it's some baked chicken with rice and beans, red beans with broccoli as well as some potatoes. So I'm squeezing some lemon in here because my voice sounds like it's going. I'm not sick or anything, but it's the most I ever talk, it seems like, when I'm home. That is true, because when I'm at school, 9 times out of 10, I would be in my room, and even though I talk by like sending emails or text messages, I'm not always verbally talking. I guess my voice needs to get used to talking a little bit more. Where's the honey? It's okay.
You have honey?
We're gonna drink this shot of lemon.
You want me to put some
Or
honey
lime.
on some chicken?
Wait, what?
You want honey on some of the chicken?
I don't know. You don't know how to make that chicken, did you, though? You never made that type of chicken. Just make it how you making it.
I don't think we have any honey though.
Uh,
I didn't buy honey. So, and it's
What's this?
oh my
doing that.
goodness! Oh
why you
my
always doing that?
So how
Stu's always doing jump scares. Oh, that's the honey?
Mm.
I already chugged it. I just drink the lemon by itself. I'll do it later. Yeah, thank you, though. I forget. Guys, what happens is I forget that other people can randomly pop up.
Yes.
So,
You're not alone.
so that happens to me.
In her own house. No doubt.
How's everyone doing today?
Yeah, you don't have any other honey other than that frozen honey?
Oh, the honey was frozen?
No, it just got hard.
I think if you boil it, it'll if you put the bottle in the water and boil it.
Ow! I'm okay. Let's show this thing the honey. Guys,
I don't know how
it broke up. Look, guys, look at the honey. See, so we gotta boil it. You see, it's solid, so it turned into like a solid honeycomb. Would you get bees for a honeycomb?
It's shaking, so it has some liquid in there.
Yeah, but if you put it in warm water and
Happy King said hi, Stu.
Hello.
This is frozen. How it wasn't in the refrigerator? How did it get like this?
I don't know.
You don't need it, Mom.
Yeah, salty or without. I was gonna add a little honey to the barbecue.
Honey barbecue chicken. With the real honey. Mama, alrighty. Fate said I used Google. It says warm water plus honey plus lemons and 3 teaspoons a day, but avoid caffeine, spicy food, and have a good rest of the voice. Okay. Thank you, Faye. So I will take a screenshot and I'll try. I think I need a voice routine. So that's what I'm saying. I'll start drinking the Lipton tea. And I don't like tea. And then I'll use Fate's Google recommendation. And I'll update you guys because my voice doesn't sound like this normally. I never knew you could talk so much where you could lose your voice without being sick. So apparently it's a real thing. I need to tie my hair up. 1 minute.
I have a job for you, Mia.
I don't want it.
All the plastic.
I don't want it.
All the plastic containers that's like
Mom, no.
all over.
Mommy. Can I I respectfully decline. Please give that to somebody else. I respectfully decline the job. No, thank you. Where's G? Give him some chores to do. Guys, G is 8. He does no chores. When I was 8, I had to do chores. Look, do some chores. He does not pack his toys. You need to do some chores. And he's like, no.
I'm a little kid.
You're not no little kid.
You're not no little kid. You was playing on thing.
I'm a little kid.
And look at him. He's hugging her saying he's a little kid. He's trying to speak like a baby. Like, I was doing chores when I was 8. I don't know what chores, but I know I was doing some. Get off your knees. What are you doing? That's what dogs do. That's not what babies do.
No,
Get
don't
off the
crawl,
floor.
don't crawl, Aiden.
What is he gonna eat? He's gonna eat food, right?
He's gonna eat food.
No, I don't want it.
You're gonna have some food. You're gonna have some chicken.
You probably got kicked off the PS5. Don't waste my. Okay, my computer upstairs. Exactly, Cats and Pokemon. Cats and Pokemon said equal rights, equal chores. So equal chores, G. G, you got a job to do.
Okay.
Thank you, Cats and Pokemon.
You see, okay. I agree with you. I agree with you 100%, cats and Pokemon. But Aiden, how should I say it? I don't have 100% say over G.
Stop giving him chores.
His men don't.
Don't miss it.
Yeah, I'm telling you,
see,
man.
Gender,
No.
feminist.
No, you can't say that because you don't know how Lawrence treated his other daughters. But it's Lawrence's son.
So it's
But Lawrence
it's his son, but it's the household. Right?
Yeah, but Lawrence and I are different.
So I should revolt against cleaning. doing G's chores then, right? That's what I'm hearing.
You should revoke.
So I'm not doing G's chores anymore.
You're my child.
So exactly, I'm your child. So it's G's stuff. I have to clean up my stuff.
You're my
So
child.
if G's not gonna clean up his stuff, his dad's not gonna make him clean up his
I
stuff.
taught you know
then
better.
I'm not cleaning up his
You
stuff.
know better. I taught you
Because
different.
I don't do that.
I taught you.
That the underlying tone
I
is
taught
gender
you-
stereotypes.
I taught you.
I don't like
different.
these.
You don't like
Oh
what?
my gosh, my hair looks terrible. I can't.
I taught you better than that.
I'm not doing that,
I
G.
don't
So
like
G,
that.
you
So-
clean up your own toys from now on.
No.
Otherwise, it's gonna be messy.
So what are you gonna have, G? Just rice
I
and
ain't doing it.
some beans?
No,
And chicken?
I don't like beans.
You have to
I'll
eat.
just have some chicken.
You have to have.
I'll just have
You have
some
to choose either potato or broccoli because you have.
broccoli.
You're gonna have some
ketchup.
broccoli.
I mean,
Ew.
ew.
Broccoli and ketchup.
No, broccoli with some chicken and some ketchup.
Broccoli with some chicken and some ketchup. And what about some rice?
It's ketchup. G
No.
is obsessed with ketchup.
I'm gonna
I
make a
have
small
a crush
plate
on
for him.
ketchup.
What you said?
I have a crush on ketchup.
Say ketchup.
He said he have a crush.
Why
He
you
have a
say
give a
ketchup
baby
funny?
kisses. He have some. He said he have
So
a
you
crush.
say it funny.
Ketchup.
A crush on ketchup. That's what he's saying.
You say ketchup funny. Say water.
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 No, say water and say coffee. I want to see if you have a New York accent.
Water.
Say coffee.
Coffee.
Like normal.
Coffee.
Say, what are you talking about?
I'm talking about coffee and water.
I don't know if he has an accent, guys. I mean, for ketchup, you do. You say,
Ketchup.
oh, the green stuff, Mom. I'm
What?
not feeling the green stuff.
You're gonna eat it.
Yeah, I
I'm
like
not
the green
feeling the
stuff,
green
but I don't
stuff.
like
You're
the
gonna have.
potato.
There's gonna be war.
Oh, man.
Nothing but war. It's gonna be war in this house because she's saying she's not
Hey,
feeling the green thing.
Natanga, how are you doing today?
So she's like telling me
I'm not feeling it. That big plate of broccoli is for stew, right?
the green stuff is good for you.
That big plate. I don't want the big plate of broccoli.
No, what do you want?
Yeah, what do you want?
Why can't I walk?
I don't know. You're like Pinocchio. If you make yourself fall down, that's on you. But, bruh, be careful.
You made me
Well, welcome to the live stream. Uniquely Mia here. If you are a returning supporter, shout out to you if you've been
Don't
here
fall.
for a
Do
while.
not fall. Do
Shout
not
out
fall.
to you.
She's holding on to me.
She's talking to the rice. If you are a new viewer here, consider liking the video, subscribe, and after this live stream, I will be tuning in
I
for a
can
new
go
live
have some
stream for an
rice.
Eat With Me. So, you say you want rice?
Yeah.
G say you want rice.
Okay.
So, if you
Rice.
want to see the Eat With Me, make sure to like the video, subscribe.
Broccoli.
It's going to be in a different live stream because we have to
And
take down the phone,
chicken.
set up the lighting,
Ketchup.
a lot of stuff.
Ketchup. Ketchup.
Ketchup,
Ketchup.
not ketchup. You say it weird.
Ketchup. Ketchup. Ketchup.
Why are you doing like that, though?
I'm trying to make it
Ketchup.
pretty.
Make it
I'm trying to, and then I'm trying
Yeah,
to
I like
portion. I'm trying to make it healthy, portion it off.
And Robin,
correct
did you
size.
know the reason how you
Bees
put
in
it
the
made
tracks.
me want it?
Huh?
Did you know the way how you made it made me want to eat it?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I like the square.
Oh, so you see, he said I made it attractive. Gee, so it makes him want
I'm
to
being
eat it.
attacked, guys. Thank you
Oh,
for pushing
some
me.
rice is falling. No, why did you fall?
Get over here.
London Bridge is
Get
falling
in
back.
your room.
Ooh.
Get in your room.
What happened to your elbow?
None yet. Get in your room.
That's saucy.
Get in your room.
You got in your room.
I don't have one. Get in your room. Get in your room. Room.
What? Oh my god, bro.
Get in your room. Get in it.
Mommy, tell him to stop.
Aiden, leave her
Yeah,
alone.
she didn't say G. They all know your
Why
name
did you
now.
call her mom?
They all know your
Her name is
name.
Destiny.
No, my name's Mia.
It's Destiny.
Stop it.
Destiny. Destiny.
Chicken. Okay. Okay, what part of the chicken would you like, Mia?
Wing. No, not the wing. I don't know. Just give me any piece, please.
Any piece. I'm gonna.
I want more than one.
You want more than one?
Tiny.
You-
I mean more. Okay, even
This
one
is
wing.
yours over here.
Oh. Okay, one wing.
That's good.
One more piece. Baby piece.
One more piece of chicken.
Baby piece. Baby piece.
A baby piece.
Yeah.
Do we have baby piece of chicken?
I don't know. I'll eat
Okay,
it.
so show your plate. And that is it. Dinner is finished.
So this is my food. It looks very delicious, very nutritious.
You gotta start your live
Yeah,
stream.
so I'm gonna end the live stream now, and then I'm going to restart it in literally about 5 to 10 minutes, maybe even less for you,
It's too much, right? But it's Sunday. It's pretty healthy. I know they have 2 carbohydrates, but they have the broccoli, the red beans, and the baked chicken. And that's it. Sunday dinner. Let me take this to stew.
Yeah. Bye, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Remain on the YouTube vicinity area if you guys want to see my reaction to the food. Great day, guys. See you soon. Thank you so much for watching. Stay positive.